It's time for North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
That one is going to be sent to left field. That one's going back, and it's going to get out of here. Nate Wendell, a two-run shot. North Platte takes the lead here in the bottom of the fourth, 2-1.
Now let's send it to the voice of the Plainsmen, John Willis, for today's game.
Well, good evening and welcome back to historic Billwood Field here in North Platte, Nebraska for the final of three in this opening series between the North Platte Plainsmen and the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Well, I'm John Willis and welcome you back into the broadcast booth as we get you ready for this third game in the first full 9-inning game that we'll get this season, as Western Nebraska took game one 6-1 behind a dominating pitching performance by Ryan Sleeman, who ended up throwing 11 strikeouts in 5 innings. And then North Platte was able to take advantage in game two, win 9-7, and took advantage of 7 Western Nebraska errors. And now they will look to get their first series win of their franchise as they play Western Nebraska here today. We'll step aside, get you our pregame interview with head coach J.M. Kelly and catcher Nate Wendell as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen Baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happen many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Good job by our guys to come back after that loss in game one.
Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your North Platte Plainsmen. Stop by Jerry Remus Chevrolet, the only full service.
Thing going to happen for us, and when that happened, we really got things going, and that's really all it took. And from there, we didn't really look back. So.
And you mentioned it was kind of a struggle offensively for you in that first game, 7-inning no-hitter. They pitched combined, and then.
Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your North Platte Plainsmen. Stop by Jerry Remus Chevrolet, the only full-service dealer in North Platte and the surrounding area. Get your car worked on in our beautiful body shop. While you're there, check out the new and used inventory at Jerry Remus Chevrolet on South Jeffers in North Platte.
I've got the keys to your new car, Jerry Remus Chevrolet.
Zimmer grounds that ball to the second baseman. We're off, and we're fortunate.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful.
From that point,
so you and your team, you split here opening day 1-1.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery.
Guys, because it's really hard to string hits together. So, really pleased with the pitching staff and what they've been able to do.
2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation, how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime downtown.
Flowing, so I think guys are feeling more comfortable at the plate. Griffin Myers struggled, and
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill, here at Bill Wood Field.
And what do you think is going to be the key for you guys tomorrow to close out this series strong against Western Nebraska?
Man, just get the sticks going. Get it going early. I'll get offense going early, keep energy up early, obviously throw strikes. If we can back up our pitcher, he's got to have a lot of confidence in himself to fill up the zone. If that happens, offense will follow. We'll back him up, and we'll get the win.
Big thanks to both JM and Nate for talking to me post-game. Coming up, I'll rejoin you from Bill Wood Field as we get you ready for the series finale between the North Platte Plainsmen and the Western Nebraska Pioneers as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Well, we are just about ready for first pitch here from historic Bill Wood Field between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers. And getting the start on the hill for the Plainsmen will be the Texas A&M Kingsville righty. It'll be Robbie Spencer wearing 21 on the hill for the Plainsmen. He pitched 31 innings with Kingsville, 8.42 ERA. He was 1-3, 16 strikeouts compared to 18 walks, 29 earned runs, and 30 hits. He'll get the start on the hill. There's a couple changes to the Plainsmen lineup as we add some new guys come in. We'll get to that in the bottom of the inning, but for Western Nebraska, they'll go similar. They'll go Callahan, Zerfus, Jeremiah, Eisenstadt, Curtis, Essig, Halling, Hergert, and Nunez. So we are just about ready for first pitch. Plainsmen in their all whites with green lettering, while Western Nebraska in their light blues with red lettering, gray pants. So we are just about ready for first pitch. Spencer sets, he fires. That first pitch is going to miss. 1-0 first pitch time tonight at 6:32. The temperature is 82 degrees here in North Platte with winds coming out of the northwest with 9 miles an hour. That one is fouled back by Ryan Callahan. Count will move in 1-1. Callahan plays at the University of Kansas. Ryan Callahan, he was 1 for 7 in his 7 at-bats. Did have 1 hit in the 2 7-inning games against North Platte yesterday. There's a strike from Robbie Spencer. Count now moves to 1-2. Just underway here between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers in Game 3 of this opening 2022 series, as that one will skip in the dirt. Count will now even out at 2-2. A couple pitches to work with here for Robbie Spencer. Callahan at the top of the order wasn't his usual self that we've seen. I'm going to try to get it going this evening against the Plainsmen. 2-2 pitch on its way. That one will miss inside. Count goes full now, 3-2. Behind the plate, it's actually Conor Flagg. So the third new catcher that the Plainsmen have had so far this young season. Here's the 3-2 delivery. That one is going to be lined into right field, and it's going to get down in front of Zimmer. It'll be a leadoff single. And this one starts very similarly to what we saw in Game 1 of the last game. So leadoff single for Ryan Callahan. This will bring up Alex Zerfus. For Zerfus, again at the top of the order, 3 for 7 hitting-wise. Had a walk, struck out twice in the 14 innings that the Pioneers played yesterday. Alex Zerfus, another D1 guy from Gonzaga University. He bats second for the second straight day for the Pioneers. First pitch from Robbie Spencer. That'll be a strike as the off-speed just catches the top half of the zone. Count will start out at 0-1. Callahan standing at first after the leadoff single. So here's now the 0-1 from Robbie Spencer. He's going to try to pick off Callahan at first. Unsuccessful attempt. And so now he will look ahead to Alex Zerfus. I mentioned pretty much the same lineup for Western Nebraska that they ran in their first couple games. So here's the 0-1 delivery. That one big swing and a miss from Zerfus, and now ahead in the count 0-2 is Robbie Spencer. Don't need to throw one right down the middle here. You got a couple pitches to work with. Again, playing 9 innings today after playing 2 7-inning games yesterday. So first full game that these two teams will get to experience. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is going to be grounded in through for a base hit into right field. Callahan is digging for third, and he will be in there. So now runners at the corners and a hot start for Western Nebraska once again here in game number 3. Surface, the lefty, grounds it into right field. Now it'll bring up Jace Jeremiah, and Jeremiah was big yesterday, hitting wise. 3 for 7, he scored 4 runs, had 2 RBIs, had a triple as well in the opening 2 games against the Plainsmen. Jace Jeremiah from Skyline JUCO. He steps in now with runners at the corners. First pitch will miss low. Count will start out at 1-0 from Robbie Spencer. So 1-0 now the count to Jace Jeremiah with runners at the corners. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one is going to be skied up, foul, out of play. Had a crowd of 1,100 at historic Billwood Field for Game 1 yesterday. Not nearly as big of a crowd here so far tonight, but it is Thirsty Thursday, so if you're in the area, come out to the ballpark. 2-for-1 drinks. So here's the 1-1 from Robbie Spencer, and that one is going to be grounded to third. Could not be 2. Throw to first is high, and it will miss Myers. So now runners will advance to second and third. 1 run has come across, and it's now 1-0. Western Nebraska leads this one. So that'll go down as an error. And again, this is a very eerily similar start for North Platte that we saw in Game 1 yesterday as they struggled out of the gates. So now Robbie Spencer faces Tommy Eisenstadt. Eisenstadt batting cleanup, has runners at second and third as that first pitch misses low and outside. Count will start out at 1-0. So 1-0 the pitch now with runners at second and third. 1-0 delivery on its way. It's fouled back. Count will even out at 1-1. For Eisenstadt, 4 hits and 5 at-bats. He scored 3 runs, 2 RBIs, and he walked 3 times. Eisenstadt, the sophomore infielder, another Gonzaga player. Him and Zerfus both coming from the Bulldogs of Gonzaga. 1-1 now from Robbie Spencer. That one is going to be lifted into right field. Zimmer is chasing after it. It's deep enough to score 1. Both runners will tag, both will advance. It's now 2-0 off the sacrifice fly from Tommy Eisenstadt. So bring up Jay Curtis from Kansas, another Kansas, couple Gonzaga. Some big D1 talent on this Western Nebraska team. For Jay Curtis, 4 hits and 6 at-bats, had an RBI, 2 walks in the 2 7-inning games against North Platte yesterday. 1 gone now here in the top of the first. Western Nebraska leads this one 2-0 as there's a first pitch strike from Robbie Spencer. Spencer really just got here for North Platte from Texas A&M Kingsville. So here's the 0-1 delivery, and that one is going to be shot into right. Zimmer is chasing after it. He makes a sliding catch. Runner will tag. It's another sacrifice fly. This time off the bat of Jake Curtis. Jeremiah scores, and it's now 3-0. 2 straight sacrifice flies. And what a start here for Western Nebraska in the final game of this 3-game opening series. Let's bring up Jace Essig. Essig, 2 hits and 6 at-bats, scored a run, had a double, and had 2 RBIs in the 2 games against North Platte yesterday. Jace Essig from Emporia State, some MIAA representation. 1-1 the count now from Robbie Spencer to Jace Essig after starting out 1-0, then pitches one on the inside part of the plate. Count now evens out at 1-1. Base is empty, 2 gone here in the top of the first. 3 runs have already come across. 1-1, that one was chased by Essig as that one was well out of the zone. Nice movement on that pitch to get Essig to chase. Count now moves to 1-2. Robbie Spencer working quickly here, as here's the 1-2 delivery. That one will be grounded to short. Wood is on it. Throw on to first will be in time, and that will end off the inning. But some damage has been done for Western Nebraska in the top of the first. 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. And due up for North Platte in the bottom of the first will be Ruffin, Zimmerer, and Wendell. After half an inning, Western Nebraska leads this one 3-0 as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family.
Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your North Platte Plainsmen. Stop by Jerry Remus Chevrolet, the only full-service dealer in North Platte and the surrounding area. Get your car worked on in our beautiful body shop. While you're there, check out the new and used inventory at Jerry Remus Chevrolet on South Jeffers in North Platte.
I've got the keys to your new car, Jerry Remus Chevrolet.
BirdwoodBeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn.
East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is...
Willis back with you from historic Billwood Field for Game 3 of the series between Western Nebraska and North Platte. Charlie Deeds will get the start on the hill for Western Nebraska. Attends South Mountain Community College. Standing at 6 foot, he's a sophomore, bats right, throws right. With South Mountain Community College this year, he's 1-1, had a 5.11 ERA, 22 strikeouts, 11 walks, 14 earned runs, 20 hits, and 24 2/3 innings pitched. He'll get the start on the hill, and pretty similar start to the lineup, but then some changes. It's Ruffin, Zimmer, Wendell, Flagg, Wood, Myers, Garcia, Harpel, and Five-Ash. That'll be the starting 9 for the Plainsmen. They got the game started a little quicker than yesterday, and so I was a little behind getting things going as there's a first pitch that misses upstairs to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin scored 2 runs but was held hitless yesterday. Was really able to work the base paths for the Plainsmen. His count now at 2-0 from Charlie Deeds to Jalen Ruffin to lead off this bottom of the first after North Platte allowed 3 to come across in the top of the first. There's a strike from Charlie Deeds, first strike of the at-bat. Count now moves to 2-1. Just underway here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Deeds. That one is grounded softly to first. Could be a tough play. Ruffin will just get caught as Hergert was able to make the throw back to Deeds, who came sprinting over. But man, Ruffin can really run. Just wasn't quite able to get there in time, and now 1 gone here. Zimmer got the start in this spot yesterday. He goes to Butler JUCO. He did last year, but now he will be attending South Dakota State, standing at 6 foot. Big lefty for the Plainsmen. First pitch misses high from Charlie Deeds. Zimmerer 1 for 7 hitting yesterday. Did score a run for the Plainsmen. As that one is going to be lined into center and down for a base hit. So make that 2 for 8 now on the last couple of days. Bryce Zimmer gets on, and it's a 1-out single for the Plainsmen. So bring in Nate Wendell, power hitting righty from NOC Tonkawa. He had a big 2 RBI home run in the bottom of the 4th in Game 2. in that 9-7 win for the Plainsmen. Plainsmen come into this one 1-1 as well as the Pioneers after splitting the 2 7-inning doubleheaders. First pitch misses inside from Charlie Deeds to Nate Windle. First time the Plainsmen are wearing their all-white uniforms this season, as they had their green tops yesterday. Debuting new uniforms, as every uniform starting out will be new for them, as there's a pitch that misses well high over the head of Windle. Count now 2-0 from Deeds to Windle. Zimmer standing on first after the one-out single to center. Deeds looking on, has struggled a little bit to find the strike zone early in this one. So that pitch will miss low and outside. Count now moves to 3-0. For Nate Windle, he walked twice in that game 2. He also had an infield base hit and a 2 RBI home run. He was huge in that game for North Platte to get them that 9-7 victory. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Deeds. That one will miss low and outside. It's a 4-pitch walk, and now runners at first and second for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the first. So now this will bring up one of the new additions to the starting lineup. It's Conor Flagg, the 6'1 freshman catcher from Central Arkansas. He bats left, but he throws right. He just got here today as well. He'll get the start for the Plainsmen. Tall lefty, as that first pitch from Deeds will miss upstairs. Count will start out at 1-0. Batted 200 for Central Arkansas this season. As he knocked in 3 RBIs this season for Central Arkansas. He gets the start in the 4 spot. As there's another miss. Count now moves to 2-0. 6 straight balls now here for Charlie Deeds. Conor Flagg, one of the 2 new additions to the Plainsmen starting lineup, him and Cesar Garcia, who will meet here soon. He is another new addition. 2-0 pitch. Finally able to find the strike zone after 6 straight balls. Count will now move to 2-1. Runners at first and second here for the Plainsmen, down 3-0 in the bottom of the first. A Windle walked. Bryce Zimmer had a one-out single to center. So Zimmer standing on second, Windle on first. So that one will just miss on the inside part of the plate. Count now moves to 3-1 from Charlie Deeds to Conor Flagg. For Flagg, it's his first at bat as a North Platte Plainsman, as he tries to start his North Platte season in a good way. As he fouls that one back, count now moves to 3-2. Count goes full now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Zimmer on second, Windle on first. North Platte trying to get some after Western Nebraska was able to plate 3 in the top of the first. 2 of them off of sacrifice flies. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one will be lined, but right to Hergert. He steps on the bag over at first. So now 2 gone. Both runners were able to advance, but now Western Nebraska is 1 out away from getting out of it. Thought for a second that Hergert at first might try to turn 2. Make the throw over to second. Maybe he didn't see anybody over there to help him out. So now bring up Cade Wood. For Cade Wood, 3 hits and 6 at-bats yesterday. Also scored 2 runs in the 2 7-inning doubleheaders as that first pitch from Charlie Deeds misses low. Cade Wood again, the freshman utility hitter out of Ranger Junior College. 1-0 pitch from Charlie Deeds. That one misses upstairs. Count now goes to 2-0. Deeds only walked 11 batters in the 24 2/3 innings pitched this season for South Mountain Community College. He walked Nate Windle, and now he's behind in the count 2-0 to Cade Wood. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss from Wood. Count now moves to 2-1. 2-1 the count. Charlie Deeds to Cade Wood, runners at second and third. Western Nebraska leading this one 3-0 in the bottom of the first. 2-1 delivery on its way, misses upstairs. Count now goes to 3-1. He'd love to get to the next hitter, the power hitting Griffin Myers from Washington State. Struggled a little bit from the play yesterday, but J.M. Kelly said to not expect that to continue. As here's the 3-1. That's a 5-pitch walk. Cade Wood will head to first, and the bases are now loaded. So Griffin Myers steps to the plate. Griffin Myers yesterday, no hits in 5 at-bats, did score a run as he was hit by a pitch twice in those 2 games. Griffin again, big frame, 6'4" sophomore out of Washington State. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Tying run at first. First pitch to Griffin Myers is in there for a strike from Charlie Deeds, and it's the first time Deeds has been able to get ahead of a hitter on the first pitch so far. 0-1 the count. Deeds looks on to Myers. Here's the pitch. That one will be poked to second. That one is gloved, and the flip is going to get away from the shortstop, and now there's a rundown between third and home as Nate Windle got caught off the bag. 1 run has scored for the Plainsmen, but that will end off the inning. So North Platte's able to plate 1. They score. It's now 3-1, but Nate Windle is caught trying to take home as well. Well, for the Plainsmen, 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. And now due up for Western Nebraska in the top of the second will be Halling, Hergert, and Nunez. We're through 1 complete. Western Nebraska leads this one 3-1 as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or 8th beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef. Players will be in your home for about 35 days during the summer. Host families get free season tickets and discounts on swag and ballpark food, as well as private get-togethers at the ballpark and...
This is Tommy B from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska, and I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square feet of pure fitness, cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machine.
Play. So it was grounded to Jeremiah. He tried to flip it to Nunez at short, and the flip was way high to get the tag of Nate Windle. Zimmer was able to come around to score, and then Nate Windle was caught trying to steal. So now we're here in the top of the second. Robbie Spencer ready for his second inning of work as he faces 7, 8, and 9 with Sam Halling, who goes back and forth with DHing and catching Ethan Herger and Antonio Nunez. Sam Halling will get things started here. Halling no hits in his 5 at-bats in the 14 innings against the Plainsmen yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. That one a big cut and a miss. Count will start out at 0-1. Sam Halling, 5'11" sophomore out of Des Moines Area Community College. As here's the 0-1 delivery to him. That one skips in the dirt. Count will now even out at 1-1. So now Robbie Spencer a little bit more settled in now for the Plainsmen, trying to start off things better than he was back in the first, and he has so far. As there's another swing and a miss from Halling. Count now goes to 1-2. It was 2 straight singles by Callahan and Zerfus in the error, and then 2 sacrifice flies. That would be the scoring for the Pioneers back in the first. 1-2, that one is swung on and missed. Strikeout number 1 for Robbie Spencer in this one, and 1 quickly retired here in the top of the second. exactly the start the Plainsmen needed here at the top of the second after struggling a little bit defensively back in the top of the first. So here's the first pitch from Robbie Spencer now to Ethan Hergert at first base. For Ethan Hergert, 6'2", freshman. Bats left, throws right from Southeast Community College. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Robbie Spencer. That one will just miss outside. Count now moves to 2-0. Hergert 1 hit and 8 at-bats yesterday. Did have an RBI and scored a run. His count now 2-0. Here's the pitch. That will be a strike on the outer half of the plate. Count now moves to 2-1. So 2-1 now. Robbie Spencer to Ethan Hergert. With one gone here in the top of the second, nobody on. 3-1, Western Nebraska leads it. 2-1 on its way. That one will miss low. Count now goes to 3-1. Spencer didn't walk any hitters back in the first. Trying to avoid walking his first here in the second. 3-1 pitch on its way. That one will miss upstairs. So Ethan Hergert will get a free base. He'll head over to first, and he'll bring it now to the bottom of the order with Antonio Nunez. For Nunez, he had 2 hits and 8 tries yesterday, struck out twice. There were 4 Pioneer hitters that struck out twice. With Zerfus, Nunez, Callahan, and Halling. First pitch to Nunez, that one skips in the dirt. It gets a little bit behind Conor Flagg, but not enough for Ethan Hergert to advance from first to second. Nunez out of San Francisco State University, batting in the 9 spot for Western Nebraska. 1-0 now, Robbie Spencer to Antonio Nunez, and that one is going to be struck well into right field. It's down for a base hit. Ethan Hergert is only able to advance to second, but now runners on first and second. Still only 1 gone here in the top of the second. So now back to the top of the order with Ryan Callahan. He singled and scored back in the first for the first run of the night for Western Nebraska. North Platte will be on the road for the next couple days as they will head out to Caldwell, Idaho. The first pitch misses low. Count will start out at 1-0. 3-game series with Canyon County this season. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they'll have an off day Monday and have a 3-game series with the Fremont Moo. 1-0 the count. That one will just catch the lower part of the zone. Count will even out at 1-1 from Robbie Spencer to Ryan Callahan. Ryan Callahan having a couple words with the home plate umpire after he thought that one missed low. 1-1 the pitch. Spencer looks on with runners at first and second. 1-1 count. That one skips in the dirt again. Count now moves to 2-1. Ethan Hergert stands at second. He had a 1-out walk. Antonio Nunez stands at first. He had a 1-out single. So now Conor Flagg will come out and talk with Robbie Spencer. Trying to settle things down here in the top of the second for the Plainsmen. They trail this one 3-1 after 3 runs came across. 1 off an error and 2 off of 2 separate sacrifice flies. 1 by Eisenstadt and 1 by Curtis. So 2-1 the count as Flagg makes his way back behind the plate. And now North Platte will try to find something here defensively in the top of the second. 2-1 the pitch. Spencer looks on. Here's the delivery. That one is going to be struck into left field. Wendell trying to track it down, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Nate Wendell, not a usual player who plays out in left. as he's usually behind the plate or at first, but he makes the catch out in left field. 2 gone now. No runners were able to advance, and it's back to Alex. He was the second run to come across back in the first for Western Nebraska. As he now steps on with runners at first and second. First pitch to him, that one will miss low. Count will start out at 1-0. Spencer trying to get out of this inning without allowing any runs. As North Platte looks to try to fight their way back into this one early on. That one is going to be grounded softly to Spencer. Spencer easily scoops it up, throw on to first. Will be in time, and that will end off the inning. For Western Nebraska, in the top of the second, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base, and due up for North Platte in the bottom of the second, it'll be Garcia, Harpole, and Fiveash. After 1.5, Western Nebraska leads this one 3-1 over the Plainsmen as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Meet your new hometown collegiate baseball.
1997, Nebraska Athletic Club has been North Platte's club. This is Tommy V inviting all of you to come and celebrate our 25th anniversary with us at an open house Saturday, June 4th from 3 to 5 p.m. We're going to draw for prizes and memberships, and our grand prize is going to be a lifetime membership. And you can join now for $25 to set up and $25 a month, and no contracts. And this offer expires Saturday, June 4th. North Platte's club, Nebraska Athletic Club, 1701 East 4th, North Platte. And 454, baby.
Why do they call it?
Hello.
Hello, I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen.
This is Gracie Winslow, the marketing and promotions intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
Or call us at 308-53.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses.
The bottom of the second as the Plainsmen trail this one, and here's the other new player for North Platte. It's Cesar Garcia playing third base. He leads off here to start out the bottom of the second. First pitch high from Charlie Deeds. Count will start out at 1-0. 5'11" junior infielder from Butler Junior College. Here's the second pitch. That one skips in the dirt. Count will start out at 2-0. So one of the only upperclassmen right now that the Plainsmen have on this young roster. This season, didn't really bat a whole lot. He's played 11 games, 286 average, has 4 RBIs as there's a strike from Charlie Deeds. Count now moves to 2-1 from Deeds to Cesar Garcia. Getting his first at bat here as a Plainsman. 7, 8, and 9 Charlie Deeds faces here in the bottom of the second as there's a pitch that misses outside. Count now goes to 3-1. 2 walks for Charlie Deeds back in the first. And now he's behind in the count 3-1 to Garcia to lead off the bottom of the second. Players continuing to flood in for North Platte, still waiting for even some more guys to come for the Plainsmen. As here's the 3-1 to Garcia. That one is fouled back. Count now moves to full 3-2. Deeds to Garcia. So 3-2 now the count. Deeds shaking off a couple pitches from Curtis behind the plate. 3-2, that one is swung on and missed. And one retired here in the bottom of the second. It's the first strikeout for Charlie Deeds here in this one. So both pitchers having similar starts. Each pitcher faced 6 batters in the first and then struck out the first batter in the second. It's pretty much identical starts. So this will bring up Jack Harpole at second base this evening. Jack Harpole, 5'11" sophomore from Benedictine. He bats right as that one is grounded to third. Eisenstadt picks it up, long throw onto first. It'll be in time, and 2 quickly retired here in the bottom of the second. is now to the bottom of the order with Caden Five-Ash. Five-Ash 0 for 5 yesterday. Did score a run as he walked, but he struck out 5 times. He will come in for the Plainsmen. So they trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. Base is empty and 2 gone. Five-Ash, the lefty, steps in as he cuts and misses at that first pitch. Count will start out at 0-1 from Deeds to Five-Ash. Western Nebraska trying to go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the second. As that pitch will miss low from Five-Ash, count will even out at 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. That one is fouled back by Five-Ash. Count now moves to 1-2. Top of the order is on deck with Jalen Ruffin. North Platte trying to avoid going 1-2-3 here in the second. Here's the 1-2. That one is grounded softly. Might be a tough play for Jeremiah at second. He does make the throw on to first, though. And that will end off the inning. It's 3 up, 3 down for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the second. Due up for Western Nebraska in the top of the third. It'll be Jeremiah, Eisenstadt, and Curtis. After 2 complete, Western Nebraska leads North Platte here in Game 3 of the opening series, 3-1, as we bring you Plainsman baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network.
Hey, Joe Bob Sugar.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Hi, this is Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your...
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill, here at Bill Woodfield. Let's play ball. I hear some of you have mullets, huh? I had a mullet. Pretty cool, right? All right, coming in hot. Can I even reach you? It's a grounder, relax. Go team! All right, let's get out there. All right, here we go. If this is anywhere near you, I'll be amazed.
Ready for the top of the third. It's 3-1 Western Nebraska. Game started at 6:32, a couple of minutes earlier than originally planned, so look at us go here in North Platte. As Jace Jeremiah will lead off. He reached on an error, later came around to score in the first. This is his second at-bat of this one. Jeremiah will try to get things started for Western Nebraska in the top of the third as they scored 3 in the first, none in the second. First pitch off speed, catches the inner half of the plate. 0-1, Robbie Spencer jumps ahead here against Jace Jeremiah. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one is going to be swung on and grounded foul on the third base side. Very softly, count now moves to 0-2. So 0-2 now the count from Spencer to Jeremiah to lead off this top of the third. Western Nebraska leading this one 3-1 over North Platte here in Game 3 of the opening series. That one will just be fouled back by Jeremiah. So count will remain at 0-2 and we'll do it again. So 0-2 the pitch. Robbie Spencer to Jace Jeremiah again, leading off the top of the third. Here's the pitch. That one will skip in the dirt. Couple pitches to work with here for Robbie Spencer. As count now moves to 1-2. So 1-2 now. Spencer working quickly again. Here's the pitch. That one is skied in the infield. Flagg is trying to track it down now. Spencer calls him off. He makes the catch. A couple feet in front of the pitcher's mound and one retired here in the top of the third. Usually coaches get a little nervous on that play. Usually you want to try to avoid having your pitcher trying to make that play, but he's able to. So now this will bring up Tommy Eisenstadt from Gonzaga. So far today he had a sacrifice fly, so an RBI for him early in this one. Tall lefty for the Pioneers as that first pitch misses upstairs. Count will start out at 1-0. For Robbie Spencer, It's been a solid answer after giving off 2 leadoff singles in the first. Since then, he's been finding his groove. As here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is going to be struck foul. It'll get out of play on the third base side. Count will even out at 1-1. For Western Nebraska, after this one with North Platte, they head back home, as they will open up the home part of their season, as they will face the new team here in the Independence League, the Nebraska Prospects. Here's the 1-1. That one again out of play, foul. Count now moves from 1-2 from Robbie Spencer to Tommy Eisenstadt. With 1 gone, nobody on here in the top of the third. 1-2, Spencer looks on. Here's the pitch. That one will miss outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Two from Spencer. That one will be struck and just up the middle for a base hit. As Harpole tried to dive after it, he wasn't able to get a glove on it. So it'll be a 1-out single for Tommy Eisenstadt. So 4 hits given up so far by the Plainsmen. 3 runs have come across. So this will bring up Jake Curtis. Also had a sacrifice fly back in the first. So that's how they scored their second and third runs of this one. Eisenstadt hit one and then Curtis hit one just to follow. First pitch from Robbie Spencer to Jake Curtis. That one will skip in the dirt. Flagg trying to make the throw back to first on Eisenstadt, as Eisenstadt got a pretty big lead off of first base. But he's back in there safely. Count will start out at 1-0 from Spencer to Curtis. With 1 gone, 1 on here for Western Nebraska in the form of Eisenstadt at first. They lead this one 3-1 over North Platte. 1-0 pitch on the way. Again skips in the dirt. Count now moves to 2-0. The Plainsmen won't be back home until next Friday, where they will have a 3-game series with the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Curtis. That one is fouled back to the screen. Count goes to 2-1. They have 6 straight away games. 3 with Canyon County over in Caldwell, Idaho, and then 3 with the Fremont Moo Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. As Fremont has had their entire series now postponed because of rain and field conditions out in the Omaha and Fremont area. So here's the 2-1 pitch to Jake Curtis. That one is grounded softly to third. No play for a double play. Throw on to first is in time, as Garcia knew there was nothing there for a double play. Smart play there, and now 2 are retired here in the top of the third. So now this will bring up Jace Essig. The runner in scoring position. 2 gone. Eisenstadt standing at second. Robbie Spencer looks on, gets a pitch he likes. He now comes set. Looks back on Eisenstadt at second. Here's the delivery. That one skips in the dirt. A nice glove by Conor Flagg behind the plate. Count will start out at 1-0. Western Nebraska leads us 1 over North Platte. 1-0 to Essig. That one is going to be swung on and fouled off the first base side. Looks like it nicked maybe Essig's shoe. This count will even out at 1-1. So 1-1 now the count. It's the Plainsmen looking to win their first series of their inaugural 2022 season, as they split that 2 7-inning doubleheaders yesterday. 1-1 the pitch. That one will just miss high. Count now moves to 2-1. Again, Western Nebraska took game 1 6-1 off of a dominating pitching performance from Ryan Sleeman with 5 innings, had 11 strikeouts, and was really only taken out of the game because his pitch count couldn't get too high. 2-1, they'll try to pick off Eisenstadt. It gets away from Harpole, gets into center field. Eisenstadt was slow getting up, so he's not able to advance to third. So luckily, North Platte is able to avoid that. For the Plainsmen in game 2 yesterday, they won 9-7 They had 2 4-run innings, one in the 4th, one in the 6th. Nate Windle had a 2 RBI home run, and he walked twice. He was the big player for North Platte in yesterday's win, as that one is going to be cranked into left field. Windle is chasing after it, and it will end up being caught out in center by Jalen Ruffin, and that will end off the inning. So no damage is done, as Western Nebraska scores no runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. Due up for North Platte in the bottom of the 3rd. It's back to the top of the order with Ruffin, Zimmerer, and Windle. After 2.5, North Platte leads this one 3-1. As we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Join your
2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3-ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds. Photo packages that contain photos for your wall and also to share with grandparents, aunts, and uncles start at just $15. You can even toss in a magnet for grandma's fridge and a keychain for yourself. That's right, $15 and over 20 different school backgrounds for your school photos. So show off those missing teeth, those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime downtown.
Had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Here in the bottom of the 3rd, that first pitch to Jalen Ruffin was a strike from Charlie Deeds, and now Jalen Ruffin fouls that one back. Count now moves to 0-2. Jalen Ruffin grounded out his first appearance back in the 1st. He leads things off to start out the bottom of the 3rd with the Plainsmen trailing 3-1. 0-2 now the count from Charlie Deeds to Jalen Ruffin, and that one is going to be, lined and caught by Eisenstadt over at 3rd. Thought it might get down and might just get through into left field, but Eisenstadt over at 3rd makes a fantastic play, and one retired here in the bottom of the 3rd. I'm John Willis, glad to bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball all season here. Plainsmen Radio Network, all home games on our YouTube channel. You can also listen along on our mobile app. North Platte Plainsmen as Zimmerer grounds this one to second. And losing the ball over at second is Jeremiah. The errors continue for this Western Nebraska defense. They had 7 in Game 2 yesterday. And now Zimmerer will reach on the error over at second by Jace Jeremiah. So now this will bring up Nate Windle. Windle walked in his first appearance. He walked 2 times in that game last night, Game 2 of the doubleheader. And now he's walked once in this one. He knows how to get on base for the Plainsmen. Here's the first pitch to him. That one misses upstairs. 1-0. They try to pick off Zimmerer, who got a little off the bag. Curtis didn't like it, but it's unsuccessful. So now 1-0 the count from Charlie Deeds to Nate Windle. First full game this season, as we'll play 9 here between the Pioneers and the Plainsmen after playing 2 7-inning games yesterday. 1-0 the pitch from Deeds to Windle. That one is swung on and fouled back. Count will now be evened out at 1-1. Again, Nate Windle with the huge 2 RBI home run in the win for the Plainsmen, 9-7 in Game 2 yesterday. That was in the bottom of the 4th. He mentioned the bats were just cold. Him and Jalen Ruffin were trying to fake energy in the dugout until they could finally get something going, and they ended up scoring 9 as that one will be grounded foul on the third base side. Count will now move to 1-2. So 1-2 now. Charlie Deeds to Nate Wendell. Wendell, the righty from Northern Oklahoma. 1-2 the count. Deeds checking back on Zimmerer at first. Just thinking about stealing. See it in his eyes as that one will just miss. It's a little high and outside. Count now moves to 2-2. We're here in the bottom of the third. Western Nebraska leads us 3-1 over North Platte. North Platte has a runner on first and one gone here, as they're trying to get themselves back into this one. 2-2 the pitch on its way, and that one is swung on, fouled back into the glove of Curtis. It'll be strikeout number 2 for Charlie Deeds, and 2 now retired here in the bottom of the third. Let's bring up Conor Flagg for the second time today. He grounded out to first base in his first appearance. He steps in with Zimmerer standing over at first. They'll try to pick off Zimmerer. It's a good move by Charlie. Deeds was just able to get back in time. Zimmerer was. So scary spot there for the Plainsmen. No count here from Charlie Deeds to Conor Flagg, getting his second at bat now as a Plainsman as Zimmerer takes off, but that one is skied into right center. Moving under it is Callahan, and he's just able to track it down out in right center for the final out of the inning. So for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the third, no runs on no hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Due up for Western Nebraska in the top of the fourth. It'll be Halling, Hergert, and Nunez. After 3 complete, Western Nebraska leads this one 3-1 over the Plainsmen as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Hi, this is Tommy B.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
Sugar Maker here. KJ's Boots and Western Wear has everything Western. Boots, hats, shirts, jeans, jewelry, even that fancy Yellowstone cologne so you can smell like a cowboy, not the horse he rode in on.
KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
Just off the I-80 interchange in Hershey.
Pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's? Happening now, you can get 20.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer.
The fourth between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers here in Game 3 of the 2022 opening series. These two teams will see each other a lot this season. I'm John Willis with you. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching along on our YouTube, North Platte Plainsmen Baseball, or listening along on our Citrus channel or our mobile app, Plainsmen Radio Network. Sam Halling will lead things off. He struck out in his first appearance. It's the only strikeout that Robbie Spencer has through 3 innings so far. So we start out the top of the fourth. First pitch from Robbie Spencer to Halling. That one catches the inner half of the plate right in that bottom corner. Count will start out at 0-1. Again, the Plainsmen will make the long 14.5 to 15-hour trip to Caldwell, Idaho tonight, as they have a game at 7:05 with Canyon County tomorrow. As there's a swing and a miss from Sam Halling. Count now moves to 0-2. So 0-2 now the pitch. Spencer trying to start off this inning quickly. Here's the 0-2. That one is swung on and missed. Strikeout number 2 for Robbie Spencer, and one gone here in the top of the 4th. So now this will bring up Ethan Hergert, who walked in his first appearance back in the 2nd. End up getting to 2nd, but no further, as the North Platte Plainsmen were able to get out of a little bit of a jam with runners at 1st and 2nd and 1 out. First pitch from Robbie Spencer misses well outside, and what a glove by Conor Flagg behind the plate as he casually just dipped that out of that bottom corner, threw it behind his back into his right hand, and threw it back to the catcher's mound to Robbie Spencer. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is going to be lifted into left. It's heading into foul territory. Wendell's chasing after it, but he's not able to get under it. Count now moves to 1-1. Nate Wendell has been in 3 different positions in the 3 games that the Plainsmen have had so far. He was catching in game 1, first base in game 2, and now out in left field here in game number 3. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the glove of Conor Flagg. Count now moves to 1-2. Plainsmen leading this one. Plainsmen trailing in this one, 3-1 here as we're in the top of the 4th. Here in game 3 of this opening series. Here's the 1-2. That one misses upstairs to Hergert. Count will now move to 2-2. So 2-2 now the count to Hergert. Robbie Spencer looks on. Here's the pitch. That one just misses on the outer half of the plate, so count now goes full 3-2 from Robbie Spencer to Ethan Hergert. Hergert again out of Southeast Community College looks on 3-2. That one is fouled back. It's the left part of the screen. So count stays at 3-2, and we'll do the 3-2 pitch once again. Foul once again, and a strong at bat here from the Southeast Community College player with Ethan Hergert. It's 3-2 once again. Spencer looks on, facing Hergert. Here's the 3-2. Once again, just misses. So it's a full count walk. Hergert will head to first. This is very similar to how he started the inning back in the 2nd. He struck out Sam Halling in the 2nd and then walked Ethan Hergert. He's done the same thing here in the 4th. As now he faces Antonio Nunez, who singled in his first appearance back in the 2nd. Nunez again, 6'2", righty out of San Francisco State University. He steps in, 1 runner on, 1 out for Western Nebraska here in the top of the 4th. As now the ball gets away from Conor Flagg, Ethan Hergert is able to advance to 2nd. So I don't think Flagg realized that he had lost it there at first. So now a runner 180 feet away for Western Nebraska. So 1-0, the count from Robbie Spencer to Antonio Nunez. Spencer comes set, checks back on Hergert at 2nd. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low and inside. Nunez has to back up a little bit out of the way. Count now moves to 2-0. So 2-0 the pitch now. Robbie Spencer looks on again. Hergert on 2nd. Western Nebraska leading this one 3-1 in the top of the 4th. Big cut and a miss from Nunez. First strike of the at-bat as the count now moves to 2-1. So 2-1 the pitch. Spencer again looking back. That one is swung on and fouled back. Count now moves to 2-2. Hergert thought for a sec that it might have just been swung on and then not caught by Conor Flagg behind the plate as he started to take off for 3rd. But Nunez just got a piece of it for Western Nebraska. So now 2-2. Spencer looking for a big second out here for North Platte in the top of the 4th. comes set, looks at Hergert back at second. Here's the 2-2 delivery. That one is swung on and missed. Strikeout number 3 for Robbie Spencer, and now 2 retired here in the top of the 4th. So now back to the top of the order here for Western Nebraska with Ryan Callahan. Kansas University's, as he singled in the first, scored in the first, and then flew out back in the second. This is his 3rd at bat here in this one. As he looks on, Spencer again checking back on Hergert at second. First pitch to him, that one misses low. Count will start out at 1-0. 3rd different catcher, again, that North Platte has had throughout the first 3 games. It was Nate Wendell in game 1, Griffin Myers in game 2, and now Conor Flagg here in game 3. 1-0 on the inner half of the plate. That one catches the zone. Count now moves to 1-1. Robbie Spencer comes set. Hergert standing at second. Here's the pitch. That one again, kind of in that same spot. This time more of a fastball by Spencer. Count now at 1-2. And again, the Plainsmen 1 strike away from getting out of it. So Western Nebraska has let a couple opportunities slip by so far here in this one. Here's the 1-2. Framed up nicely by Flagg, but not able to catch the outer part of the plate. Count will now move to 2-2. So 2-2 now. Spencer comes set. Trying to end off the inning for the Plainsmen. 2-2. That one is going to be lifted into right. Zimmer has a good look at it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. For Western Nebraska, in the top of the 4th, no runs on no hits. 1 left on base. 2 up for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Wood, Myers, and Garcia. After 3.5, Western Nebraska leads this one 3-1 as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Yo, Bob Sugarman.
This is Tommy V from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska. And I want to welcome you to not just North Platte, but to the Nebraska Athletic Club. Nebraska Athletic Club, here we have about 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. Cardiovascular, strength training, multifunctional machines, you name it, we have it. So if you want to come down and give us a try, come down and visit with us, take a tour, we welcome you to come and see us. Again, 8,000 square foot of pure fitness. And one thing I want to let you know is that even though we're probably one of the largest, fully equipped, we're also less expensive. Our prices only go from $19.95. And if you're in protective services, which is fire, police, medical, military, it's only $14.95 plus tax. And one exciting thing too is
the bottom of the 4th, John Willis with you on the Plainsmen Radio Network. The Plainsmen trail this one 3-1 in Game 3 of the opening series between the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Again, lost Game 1 yesterday, 6-1. Came back in Game 2 of the doubleheader, won 9-7, and now a series-deciding game here between North Platte and Western Nebraska. Again, Western Nebraska will head back to Gering as they will have a series with the Nebraska Prospects. It's usually a team full of high schoolers trying to get college recruits, but with the Independence League needing a 10th team, the Prospects were formed as a collegiate team to compete in this Woodbat League. Again, 5, 6, and 7 for North Platte here in the bottom of the 4th. Cade Wood reached on a walk back in the 1st. He'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th for North Platte. With Griffin Myers standing on deck. First pitch to him. That one misses low and inside. 1-0 to start out Charlie Deeds to Cade Wood. 1-0 the pitch on its way. That one is swung on and missed. Big hack from Cade Wood. Count will now even out at 1-1. Just underway here in the bottom of the 4th as Western Nebraska leads this one 3-1 over North Platte. North Platte will get ready for their first road series of the year after this one. There's a strike from Charlie Deeds. Count now moves 1-2 to Cade Wood. This will be the longest road trip of the entire summer for the Plainsmen as they head to Caldwell to Play 3-game series with the Spuds. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one is swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Throw on to first will be in time. It's only strikeout number 3 here for Charlie Deeds, but he's been making it happen so far for Western Nebraska. So now it's back to Griffin Myers, who reached on an error. That was that crazy play that ended up scoring Zimmerer, and then Nate Wendell got caught between third and home to end off the inning. First pitch to Griffin Myers, that's a strike from Charlie Deeds. So count will start out at 0-1 to Myers. Myers again, 6'4", lefty. Big power hitting lefty from Washington State. Here's the 0-1. That one is swung on and fouled softly. It just goes foul on the first base side. Thought it would bounce a little earlier, but it ended up taking a couple looks at fair territory. Count now moves to 0-2. So 0-2 now. Charlie Deeds to Griffin Myers with one gone here in the bottom of the fourth and nobody on for the Plainsmen. 0-2 the delivery on its way. That one misses well inside. Count now moves to 1-2. And JM said about Griffin Myers, don't expect him to continue with his struggles. Again, struggled a little bit hitting back in game 1 as he pokes that one to short. A slow roller to Nunez, who fumbles with the ball. Won't be able to make the throw on to first. And so Griffin Myers again reaches here for the Plainsmen. We'll see what they give that as. It would have been a tough play for Nunez anyways. So they will give him an infield hit for that one, as again, that would have been a tough play for Nunez to make anyway. So now Griffin Myers stands at first, and now Cesar Garcia, one of the new 2 hitters for the Plainsmen. He looks at a first pitch strike. He struck out back in his first appearance in the second. Facing Charlie Deeds for the second time here tonight as he grounds that one right to Deeds. It bounces off of him. Now he makes the throw on to first. It'll be in time to retired. I think he was thinking about the double play a little too much. Fumbled with the ball a little bit, but they're still able to get the out. Griffin Myers now advances to second. So now Griffin Myers standing on second. Jack Harpole steps in. He grounded out in his first appearance back in the second. Griffin Myers standing at second. 180 feet away from making this a 1-run game here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch here to Jack Harpole. On its way, that one skips away from the catcher and Curtis. Myers is able to advance to third. And now a run moves 90 feet closer for the Plainsmen. This count now starts at 1-0. From Charlie Deeds to Jack Harpole. Harpole at the 8th spot tonight for North Platte. 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to third in his first plate appearance. 1-0 the count. That one, slow roller into the zone. Count will even out at 1-1. Harpole, I don't think, was quite expecting off speed on that one, as he seemed to tense up a little bit. So now 1-1 the count. From Deeds to Harpole. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, foul back into the glove of Curtis. He ends up losing it, but it was a foul, so no advancement for Myers here. His count now moves to 1-2. Deeds trying to leave a runner stranded 90 feet away for the Plainsmen. One-two the pitch. Deeds looks on. Here's the delivery. That one will just miss. Count evens out at 2-2. Deeds wanted it, didn't get it. So now the count is even at 2. 2-2 the count. 2 out, 1 on, and a 2-run differential between these two teams. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one will miss low. Count goes full now, 3-2 from Deeds to Harpole. Trying to keep this inning alive with Griffin Myers standing over at third base, who takes a big lead off of third, trying to throw off Charlie Deeds. 3-2 the pitch. That one will miss inside. It's a full count walk, and now runners at the corners. The tying run is aboard. and Caden Fiveash will step into the game. So big at bat for Caden Fiveash, who was the starting pitcher back in Game 1, but he hit for himself in Game 1. Then he ended up playing second base in Game 2, and now DHing here for the Plainsmen. First pitch to him, that one gets away from Curtis, but not enough for Myers to advance. So 1-0, the count starts from Charlie Deeds to Caden Fiveash, and beautiful play by Curtis behind the plate. If that had gotten a little farther behind him, Griffin Myers likely could have scored from third. 1-0 the count to Fiveash, and that one is blasted into right field. That one is going to get down at the warning track. Griffin Myers scores from third. Another run is on its way, the tying run. No play will be made at the plate. It's a tie game. It's a 2 RBI triple from Caden Fiveash, and the Plainsmen have tied it here in the bottom of the fourth. Huge hit from Caden Fiveash at the bottom of the order as he sends in 2 RBIs, as that one just landed at the warning track, and it's now 3-3. As now top of the order here, as that one is lined and down for a base hit. Jalen Ruffin has given the Plainsmen the lead here in the fourth. As he heads to second, it's an RBI double, and the Plainsmen now up 4-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. Big time hit from Jalen Ruffin, and this game has flipped. As now the Plainsmen have taken the lead here, and now a mound visit coming, as Charlie Deeds has been 1 out away from getting out of it. And now the Plainsmen lead this one 4-3. Looks like they're sending a pitcher out to the Western Nebraska bullpen to get warm. Don't think this will be it for Charlie Deeds, but trying to find an answer here. Caden Fiveash with runners at first and second. Struck one that landed just at the warning track in right field, ended up scoring Myers and Harpole, and then Jalen comes in, first pitch swinging, sends one just along the left field foul line, ends up scoring Fiveash. He takes 2 bags, and it's now a 4-3 North Platte lead here in the bottom of the fourth. So now in steps Bryce Zimmer. As he looks at a first pitch strike from Charlie Deeds. Count starts out at 0-1. Zimmer so far today singled in the first, reached on an error in the third. So 0-1 the count. That pitch to Zimmer is fouled off behind the plate. Count now moves to 0-2. But what an answer here for North Platte. It was the 4th inning that got things going offensively for the Plainsmen in their win yesterday against Western Nebraska. Now 3 runs scored here in the bottom of the fourth tonight against Western Nebraska here in Game 3 of the series. 0-2 the count. That one is swung on and fouled back to the screen by Zimmerer. So we will do the 0-2 pitch once again. Deeds now just trying to get out of the inning without any more damage done, as the Plainsmen now lead this one 4-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. So 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Zimmerer, and he swings and misses at that one to end off the inning. But for the Plainsmen, they're able to take the lead. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 left on base. And 2 up for Western Nebraska in the top of the 5th. It's Zerfis, Jeremiah, and Eisenstadt. After 4 complete, North Platte leads this one 4-3 over Western Nebraska as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Developing.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant, alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
And Premier Rental Purchase 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows. Service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
On YouTube.com to be able to watch every home game here at historic Billwood Field. We'd love it if you could make it out to Billwood Field for every home game, but for the road games, reminder to listen along on Citrus 3 and our new app available on Google Play. Go Plainsmen! Back here for the top of the fifth, the day is done for Robbie Spencer. He ends up going 4 innings, gives up 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Into the game comes Will Coe. Comes in for the Plainsmen for Will Coe, the freshman pitcher out of the University of Jamestown, another local North Platte guy. He comes into the game. He will face 2, 3, and 4. So he comes in now, and he will try to shut down this lineup, as Robbie Spencer was able to do very solidly after struggling a little bit out of the gates, but then really getting things going in the second, third, and fourth. He'll face Alex Zerfus. He singled in the first and then grounded out in the second. Will Coe, big frame, standing about 6'4". Kind of a skinny guy too, so big, tall, and lengthy. Long wingspan here for the North Platte native. 1-0 count from Will Coe to Alex Zerfus to start out this top of the fifth. As that one misses upstairs, count now moves to 2-0. So 2-0 the pitch now from Will Coe to Alex Zerfus. Robbie Spencer again ends up going 4. Did a really solid job in the second, third, and fourth after a struggling start in the first. 3 straight balls from Will Coe to Alex Zerfus now. As the Plainsmen were able to plate 3 in the fourth, they now lead this one 4-3. 3-0 pitch on its way, and it's the first strike of the at-bat as he blows that one past Zerfus, but Zerfus very likely not swinging on that one. So 3-1 the count. That one misses low and inside. And it's a leadoff 5-pitch walk as Zerfus will head to first. Will Coe, his first appearance this season for the Plainsmen, as he now faces Jace Jeremiah. Reached on an error in the first and then popped out in the third. So now he has Alex Zerfus standing at first. North Platte up 4-3 here in the top of the fifth. Our first full 9-inning game of the season after 2 7-inning games yesterday, as big swing and a foul back by Jeremiah as he fouls that one back to the screen. So count will start out at 0-1. On the count as Will Coe will chase Alex Zerfus back to first. Just gave him a bit of a look back. So 0-1 now. to Jace Jeremiah. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses upstairs from Coe. Count now evens out at 1-1. So 1-1 the pitch. Will Coe looks on. Here's the delivery as he finds his pitch. That one is now skied in the infield. Harpole trying to track it down, and he makes the catch. A couple steps to the left for him off of second base. And one is gone now here in the top of the fifth. So now one gone. Alex Zerfus standing at first. This brings in Tommy Eisenstadt. Sacrifice fly in the first and singled in the third. So productive days so far for Eisenstadt. He's had a productive series as he sends that one into foul territory on the third base side. It'll get out of play. 0-1 the count will start. Will Coe again from the University of Jamestown, getting his first appearance for the Plainsmen this summer. Will Coe, another righty pitcher for the Plainsmen as he tries to pick off Zerfus, but Zerfus is well back in there safely. Will Coe, 6 foot, freshman, bats right, throws right. So that one is going to be fouled off on the third base side once again. Count now moves to 0-2 from Will Coe to Tommy Eisenstadt. We're here in the top of the fifth. North Platte leads this one 4-3 over Western Nebraska in Game 3 of this 2022 opening series. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one will be grounded to short. Wood, chance for two, gets the out at second, throw on to first. Will not be in time, but they're able to get the lead runner, and 2 gone now here in the top of the fifth. So Eisenstadt reaches on the fielder's choice, and this will bring up the University of Kansas athlete, Jake Curtis. Sacrifice fly in the first, ground out in the third. He steps in with Tommy Eisenstadt standing at first, facing Will Coe for the first time here tonight. Curtis fouls that first pitch back. Count will start at 0-1. Shadows now starting to creep up here at Billwood Field as start to see some of the light post shadows creeping along. Again, the sun kind of off-centered a little bit from home plate, more leaning towards the first base side. Really trouble for the left fielders as the 0-1 will miss upstairs. Count now moves to 1-1 from Will Coe to Jake Curtis. 2 gone. Eisenstadt standing at first for Western Nebraska. They trail this one 4-3 after giving up 3 runs back in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 delivery on its way. That one is going to be sent into right field. Zimmer chasing after it. Harpole ended up diving for it. The catch was not made. It just hit his glove. So that'll go down as a hit here for Western Nebraska. And now runners at the corners as a nice job by by Ruffin out in center to make sure no advancement was able to be made. So now runners at the corners, but still a chance to get out of it here if you're the Plainsman. Jace Essig is 0 for 2 today, ground out and fly out. As Will Coe trying to end off the inning right here. Tying run standing 90 feet away for Western Nebraska. First pitch from Will Coe to Essig. That one is going to be lined. Grabbed by Harpole. He steps on the bag at second, and that will end off the inning. So the threat does not come to pass for Western Nebraska. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 2 on base. 2 out for North Platte in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Wendell, Flagg, and Wood. After 4.5, Western Nebraska trails this one 4-3. North Platte leading as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
This is Ken Rath, Stadium Operations and in-game promotions intern for your North.
This is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's.
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Contracts. This offer expires Saturday, June 4th. North Platte's Club, Nebraska Athletic Club, 1701 East 4th, North Platte. And 454, baby.
Ready for the bottom of the fourth. It's North Platte ready, and Charlie Deeds will stay in the game here for Western Nebraska. After giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth, it was a 2 RBI triple from Caden Fiveash, the 9-hitter for the Plainsmen. And then back to the top of the order, Jalen Ruffin, first pitch swinging, knocks in Fiveash from third, ended up getting to second, and now it'll be 3, 4, and 5 with Wendell Flagg and Wood. Nate Wendell has walked and struck out so far in his 2 plate appearances. Again, he had the big 2 RBI home run, and that's how the Plainsmen were able to win Game 2 yesterday, as that one will be grounded off the third base side. Count will start out at 0-1. So 0-1 the count now. From Charlie Deeds to Nate Wendell to lead off this bottom of the fifth, with the Plainsmen leading 4-3. Big cut and a miss from Wendell. Count now moves to 0-2. So 0-2 the count. Deeds looks on to Wendell to lead off this bottom of the fifth. Here's the delivery. That one will be swung on and fouled off by Nate Wendell. Wendell again, the catcher from NOC Tonkawa. He's been doing a solid job for North Platte to lead off the season. He's in left field again. He's been in 3 different positions throughout the 3 games that the Plainsmen have played between Western Nebraska here to open up the season. 0-2 now the count. Charlie Deeds looking on to Nate Wendell. That one misses upstairs. Count goes to 1-2. Again, opening night was supposed to be Tuesday, but field conditions prevented the Plainsmen from playing, so they had to play 2 7-inning games yesterday, and they split it 6-1. Western Nebraska took game 1 9-7. North Platte took game 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Nate Wendell on its way. It misses upstairs. Count will now even out at 2-2. So 2-2 now the count. Couple pitches again to work with here for Charlie Deeds. He's pitched 2 straight balls after getting ahead 0-2. Here's the 2-2 to Nate Wendell. That one will be lined and through for a base hit as it just gets past the glove of Eisenstadt at third. It's a leadoff single for Nate Wendell, and his solid opening series continues for the Plainsmen. So now this will bring up Conor Flagg in his 3rd plate appearance today and as a Plainsman. He's 0 for 2 so far, ground out and a fly out. He steps in with Nate Wendell standing at first. Nobody gone here in the bottom of the fifth, as he showed bunt, backed off. Count will start out at 1-0 as it missed. The Plainsmen lead this one 4-3 over Western Nebraska. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch from Charlie Deeds. That one will be low, but just catches that lower part of the strike zone, so count will even out at 1-1. So 1-1 now the pitch here. With nobody gone and 1 on for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the fifth. Wendell takes off. It's a ball as Wendell is going to be in there as the ball now gets into the outfield. Wendell is now headed for third. He is in there safely. Nate Wendell, his 4th stolen base of this opening series. He has been on and working the base paths for North Platte here in this opening series. So now 2-1 the count to Conor Flagg, with another run standing 90 feet away for North Platte as they look to add on to their lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Two and one the count to Conor Flagg. Here's the pitch. That one misses upstairs. Count now goes to 3-1. Infield playing in for Western Nebraska. All of their infielders just in front of the infield grass. Trying to make sure that the Plainsmen aren't able to plate another one here in the bottom of the fifth, as that one will be skied up on the left side of the infield. Catch will be made by Antonio Nunez, the shortstop, and one is retired here in the bottom of the fifth. And that's what you don't want there if you are North Platte, is a out that does not result in a sacrifice fly. And now this might be it for Charlie Deeds, as another meeting of the minds will happen. So yep, it'll be it for Charlie Deeds. We'll get you a look at the new pitcher as they bring it in, as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Number 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check.
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust, and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Plines, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
Professional photo studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 22 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3-ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now. When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience.
And into the game comes Cam Cunnings. He is another Kansas University ball player. Freshman, bats right, throws right. Standing at 6 foot. 210. His hometown is Fresno, California, and he's a sports management major for the University of Kansas. He steps in with a dangerous spot here for the Pioneers, with Nate Wendell standing at third. For Charlie Deeds, he'll end up going 4 1/3. 4 runs, could be 5 if Nate Wendell ends up scoring. 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So he now comes in to face Cade Wood. Cade Wood has walked and struck out so far in this one. He actually led off the bottom of the 4th, and now here he is, third batter to come to the plate as the infield plays in. Some of them touching the infield grass, as that one is going to be lined for a base hit down into right field. Nate Wendell will score, and it's now 5-3 off the RBI single from Cade Wood. So Nate Wendell ends up scoring, and now some insurance as we head into the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, but still a long way to go, and in comes Griffin Myers. So now Charlie Deeds will end up giving up 5 runs on the day. So his final stat line, 5 runs, 6 hits, as there's the first pitch strike to Griffin Myers. So final stat line now for Charlie Deeds, 4 1/3. 5 runs, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So now anything else that happens here in the 5th will be to the jurisdiction here of Cam Cunnings. As now Cade Wood takes off for second, swing and a miss from Myers. Throw will not be in time, and now it gets away from Jeremiah, but not enough for Cade Wood to advance to second, but it's a stolen base here for Cade Wood. So now Griffin Myers behind in the count, 0-2, has a runner 180 feet away from another run for the Plainsmen as they lead this one 5-3 here in the bottom of the fifth. Still only one gone. With a runner at second. Cunnings trying to find his pitch, working with Curtis, another fellow Kansas Jayhawk. Here's the 0-2 delivery. That one will be fouled off. It will hit the press box hard, ends up falling near the concession stand. 0-2. The count will stay, and we'll do it again from Cunnings to Myers. Cam Cunnings now facing his second batter here in the fifth, with Griffin Myers, who reached on an error and singled so far in his two plate appearances. 0-2 the count on its way. That one misses low and outside. Couple pitches to work with here for Cam Cunnings. Count will now move to 1-2. So 1-2 now the pitch. Cunnings looks on. Here's the delivery. And that one is going to be lined into center, but right to Ryan Callahan out in center. Cade Wood is just able to get back in time. But now two gone here in the bottom of the fifth as Cade Wood thought that one was for sure getting down. Griffin Myers lines out to Ryan Callahan out in center. And now two gone. Cesar Garcia steps in. Garcia in his Plainsman debut, he's so far 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. But an RBI opportunity for him with Cade Wood standing at second. First pitch from Cunnings to Garcia as Cade Wood takes off for third. The throw is not going to be in time. The whole field started to head to the dugout for Western Nebraska. And they're actually going to end up saying that, So now Cesar Garcia standing at first. We'll see how that is scored. So Cesar Garcia is now standing at first, as Cade Wood had to go back to second. And now Jack Harpole steps into the game, grounded out and walked so far in his plate appearances. Next pitch is fouled back to Jack Harpole. The count will now start out at 0-1. So here's the situation. We're here in the bottom of the fifth. One run has been scored. It's 5-3, North Platte. Cesar Garcia stands at first. Cade Wood stands at second. Jack Harpole in the batter's box with two gone. Here's the 0-1 from Cam Cunnings. That one skips in the dirt. Nice play by Curtis behind the plate to keep that one in front of him. It's Cade Wood again getting a big lead off of second. 1-1 the count now goes. So they're now scoring the play for Cesar Garcia getting to first as an error. It's the second error for Western Nebraska in this one, as that one is fouled off. Didn't quite see what the error was. It might have been an interference call or something of that nature. I'll have to check here after this bottom of the fifth. But 1-2 the count now with runners on first and second for North Platte in the bottom of the fifth, with the Plainsmen leading by 2. Cunnings trying to get out of the inning here for Western Nebraska. Here's the 1-2. That one will be swung on and missed. Strikeout number 1 for Cam Cunnings, and that will end off the inning. But the Plainsmen score 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. Due up for the Pioneers in the top of the 6th. It'll be bottom of the order with Halling, Hergert, and Nunez. After 5 complete, North Platte leads this one 5-3 over Western Nebraska. So we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happen many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant, alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
On the corner of 8th and Poplar.
1997, Nebraska Athletic Club has been North Platte's club. This is Tom.
For the top of the 6th, beautiful night here in North Platte, as it was a little cooler last night in the mid-60s, but now here tonight we're in the low 80s, now moving into the upper 70s. So we are ready for inning number 6 as the North Platte Plainsmen lead this one 5-3 over the Western Nebraska Pioneers in this series deciding game. I'm John Willis, glad you're watching or listening wherever you may be watching or listening from, whether you're listening along on Citrus 3 or on our mobile app on the Plainsman Radio Network, or if you are watching along on our YouTube page. All home games available on our YouTube, and every Plainsman home and away game available right here on the Plainsman Radio Network. Sam Halling to lead things off for Western Nebraska. First pitch strike from Will Coe, getting his second inning of work. Halling is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, now facing Will Coe for the first time here tonight. So here's the 0-1 delivery from Will Coe. Half-hearted swing and a miss there from Halling as it was late. Count now moves to 0-2. Again, Plainsman will head to Idaho to face Canyon County. That'll be a 7:05 first pitch. We'll have coverage on the Plainsman Radio Network starting at about 6:50 as that pitch misses low, 1-2. So 1-2, the count from Will Coe to Sam Halling. Halling looking to avoid striking out for the 3rd time here tonight. As here's the 1-2 from Will Coe. That one is swung on and fouled back into the catcher's mask with Conor Flagg. Flagg appears to be just fine. Count will stay at 1-2 and we'll do it again. So leading things off here in the top of the 6th, again playing our first full 9-inning game. One, two, the count. Here's the pitch. That one is going to be skied into shallow center. Zimmer chasing after it. He makes the catch just at the foul line on the first base side, and one retired here in the top of the 6th is Sam Halling, now 0 for 3 today. So now bring up Ethan Hergert, who has walked twice tonight. Will Coe searching for his first strikeout here in this one, as came in relief of Robbie Spencer, who ended up going 4 for the Plainsmen. Starting pitcher for Western Nebraska was relieved 4 back in the 5th after he pitched 4 1/3. Ethan Hergert again has walked twice, has gotten to second both times, but has not scored so far today. First pitch off speed, misses well low. Count will start out at 1-0 from Will Coe to Ethan Hergert. Want to know the count? Will Coe looks on, steps back, now fires that one in there, and there's a strike. Nope, that one will just miss. Thought he was moving to his right to signal strike, but just looking over to the right, so count will start out at 2-0. 2-0 pitch on its way. Ethan Hergert grounds that one to second. Harpole takes it off a weird hop, throws it on to first. Nice play by Harpole as it went off a little higher off the dirt than he was expecting. He's still able to glove it, makes the throw into first, and quickly to retired here in the top of the 6th. So now bottom of the order, with the top of the order standing on deck. Antonio Nunez singled in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Now ready for his 3rd plate appearance of this one. Here's the first pitch from Will Coe. That one will skip in the dirt. Count will start out at 1-0. Plainsmen leading this one 5-3 as we're here in the top of the 6th. As Will Coe looks on. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is going to be struck foul on the first base side. Hangs up in the air a little bit, but no chance for any Plainsmen to get under it. Count will even out at 1-1. Quickly, two have been retired by the Plainsmen defense here in the top of the 6th. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one misses upstairs. Count will now even out at 2-1. Again, tomorrow night's game against Canyon County will not be available on our YouTube, but you can listen along right here on Citrus 3, as well as our mobile app, North Platte Plainsmen. 2-1. That one is skied into center. Jalen Ruffin chasing after it, and Zimmer will end up making the catch as both outfielders kind of collided there. No contact was made, but that will end off the inning. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Western Nebraska. And due up for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Five-Ash, Ruffin, and Zimmerer. After 5.5, Plainsmen leading this one 5-3 as we bring you Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network. Here at
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
half quarter or 8th beef locally in North Platte.
This is Gracie Winslow, the marketing and promotions intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast. Where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot.
Here for the bottom of the 6th as the Plainsmen lead this one 5-3 over the Western Nebraska Pioneers in Game 3 of the series between the Pios and the Plainsmen. Tied up at 1 right now. So it was a 6-1 win for Western Nebraska in Game 1, 9-7 for North Platte in Game 2, and now the series deciding game taking place here tonight. Caden Five-Ash will get triple back in the 4th, which would end up tying the game at the time. As that first pitch will miss high, but gotta talk about the defense right now for North Platte. They allowed 3 in the 1st, haven't allowed one since. That has really been what's been moving them forward in this game. 1-0 the pitch. That one misses outside from Cam Cunnings, ready for his first full inning of work. As he came in relief of Charlie Deeds. He faced Cade Wood, was his first batter. He now faces 9-1-2 here to lead off the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 pitch to Caden Five-Ash. That one again misses high. 3-0 now the count. Struggling start to the inning from Cam Cunnings, the Kansas Jayhawk. Playing with 2 of his teammates, so with Jake Curtis behind the plate and Ryan Callahan out in center field. 3-0 the pitch from Cunnings. And there's a strike, 3-1 the count. Again, those 3-0 pitches, usually pitchers throwing right down the middle and hitters wanting no part of it. 3-1 the count. Cunnings looks on. 3-1 delivery to Caden Five-Ash. That one misses well inside, and it actually, well, it didn't nick him, I don't think, as it was ball 3, and now it's ball 4. So Caden Five-Ash, a leadoff walk. He'll head over to first base. So now back to the top of the order here for the Plainsmen with Jalen Ruffin. He's 1 for 3 so far today, but he had the first pitch RBI double back in the 4th, which would give the Plainsmen the lead. He hit the go-ahead RBI for the Plainsmen. First pitch of the at-bat from Cunnings to Ruffin. It's on its way. He shows bunt, backs off, and now they're trying to catch Five Ash, who got a little bit off the bag over at first. He ends up getting back in there safely. It was called a strike from Cunnings to Ruffin, so count will start out at 0-1. For Caden Five Ash, though, he was safely back into first after Curtis tried to throw him out. 0-1 delivery now from Cam Cunnings. Here's the pitch. Again, Ruffin showing bunt. It's another strike as he backs off at the last second. Count now goes to 0-2. Bryce Zimmer standing on deck for the Plainsmen. 0-2 the count. Cunnings looks on. That one misses high and inside again. Curtis will try to catch Five Ash off the bag. The ball now gets into right field. Five Ash will advance to second. And another mishap from this Western Nebraska defense. That's been the storyline for Western Nebraska so far throughout this 3-game series. So now Caden Five Ash stands at second. After Jake Curtis was trying to pick him off over at first. Unsuccessful. The ball ends up getting to right field as Hergert was not able to grab it. It's the third error now for Western Nebraska here in this one. They had 7 in that game last night. That one will miss outside from Cam Cunnings to Jalen Ruffin. Count now will even out at 2-2. Here in the bottom of the 6th, North Platte leads this one 5-3 over Western Nebraska in this series deciding game. 1 on at second with Caden Five Ash with the count at 2-2. Nobody out with Jalen Ruffin, the leadoff man, in the batter's box. 2-2 delivery on its way. That one misses low and outside. Count now goes full 3-2. Cunnings got ahead 0-2. He's now pitched 3 straight balls. Will try to find the zone on this next pitch. So 3-2 the count. Cunnings looks on. That pitch will be fouled off and out of play behind home plate by Ruffin. Count will stay full and we'll do the 3-2 once again. So 3-2 the count. Once again, after Ruffin was able to foul that one off to keep the at-bat alive. Cunnings on the hill, looks on, checks back on Five Ash at second. 3-2, that one is skied into foul territory. Curtis trying to track it down behind the plate. He makes the catch, and one is retired now here in the bottom of the 6th. So huge play defensively for Western Nebraska as that holds Caden Five Ash at second. It'll now bring up Bryce Zimmer. Zimmer singled in the first, reached on an error in the third, and struck out in the fourth. First pitch here to Bryce Zimmer of this at-bat with Caden Five Ash standing at second. That one on the outer half of the plate, that'll be called a strike. Count will start out at 0-1. So 0-1 the count. Five Ash standing at second. Here's the pitch to Zimmerer. Again, pretty much that same spot on the outer half of the plate. It'll be called a strike. Count now moves to 0-2. And 2 as Cam Cunnings trying to get out of this inning without any damage done after Five Ash led off the inning with a walk. 0-2 the pitch to Zimmer. That one misses upstairs. 1-2 the count. And for Cam Cunnings, Jake Curtis, and Ryan Callahan, the 3 Kansas Jayhawks, they are in similar colors that they were working with at the University of Kansas with the red and blue. These jerseys probably something that they're pretty used to. Now here's the 1-2 to Zimmerer. That one is fouled off on the first base side. Count will stay at 1-2 and we'll do it again. J.M. Kelly, head coach again. He is over at third base for the Plainsmen with assistant coach Eric Sandos, he's standing over at first. So 1-2 the count from Cam Cunnings to Bryce Zimmer. Cunnings checks back. Here's the 1-2. And that one is going to be lifted into left field. Essig trying to track it down in the sun. He is able to. Makes the catch out in left. And now 2 retired here in the bottom of the 6th. So Bryce Zimmer flies out to left. And this will bring up Nate Windle. Windle has walked, struck out, and singled. He has stolen base and also scored the 5th run of the game for the Plainsmen. He now comes in with Caden Fiveash standing at second. So a chance to add on to this lead as more shadows now begin to creep onto the field here at Billwood Field as the sun continues to set. Now covering about 1/4 of the infield, maybe 1/5. First pitch to Windle, that's a big swing and a miss. Count will start out at 0-1. Conor Flagg standing on deck in his Plainsman debut. It's Western Nebraska trying to keep this at a 2-run game headed into the last 3 innings. So 0-1 now the count. Another big swing and a miss from Nate Windle. Just a little bit behind as right now Cunnings is blowing it past him. So now 0-2 the count. Cunnings will now search for his 2nd strikeout to try to end off the inning. Nothing in 2 the count. Cunnings again checks back on Fiveash at second. Here's the 0-2, and that one is going to hit the hand of Nate Windle. So he will head over to first. Couldn't quite tell at first if it was a nick of the bat or nick of the hand, and it's the hand, so he'll head over to first, and then I'll bring up Conor Flagg. Now runners at first and second with 2 gone. Flagg 0 for 3 so far today. Grounded out, flown out, and popped out. He steps in with Nate Windle at first and Caden Fiveash at second. It's Cam Cunnings again for Western Nebraska on the hill, just trying to get out of this inning without any more damage done. First pitch of the at-bat from Cunnings to Flagg. That is a strike on the inner half of the plate. Count will start out at 0-1. Plainsmen 1-1 on the season, as well as Western Nebraska, both opening up their seasons on Wednesday. Western Nebraska heads home tonight to play Nebraska, the Nebraska Prospects, that is. The 0-1 pitch now to Conor Flagg. That one is shot into left field for a base hit. Caden Fiveash is rounding third, and he is going to score. So it's an RBI single for Conor Flagg in his Plainsman debut. The score is now 6-3. Plainsmen lead this one in the bottom of the 6th. So now this will bring up Cade Wood, who had an RBI single back in the 5th, part of their adding on to this lead as they were up 4-3. Headed into the 5th, 5-3 headed into the 6th, and now up 6-3. A chance to add on, still runners at first and second. For Western Nebraska, still only 1 out away from ending off this inning. First pitch to Cade Wood is in there for a strike. Count will start out at 0-1. Nate Windle now stands at second with Conor Flagg standing at first off the RBI single here in his North Platte Plainsman debut after just joining the team here today. Here's the 0-1 to Cade Wood. That one will be grounded foul on the third base side. Count now moves to 0-2. And again, for Cam Cunnings and this Western Nebraska defense, only 1 strike away from getting out of it. So Western Nebraska was up 3-1 headed into the bottom of the 4th, but the 4th just seems to be the inning that gets things rolling for the Plainsmen so far this season. That's what we saw last night in their 9-7 win. 0-2 the count to Cade Wood. It's fouled off as both Wendell and Flagg took off. But they'll have to trot back to first and second respectively. So 0-2 the count with 2 gone. Griffin Myers standing on deck for the Plainsmen. Cam Cunnings again just trying to get out of the inning here for Western Nebraska. Here's the 0-2. Little miss outside. Count now moves to 1-2. He just has not been able to find that last out pitch for the Pios. He's had a couple opportunities to get out of the inning and a couple opportunities to get out without any runs to come across, as now North Platte has plated one here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Both runners take off, and Cade Wood sends that one into left field. Essig trying to track it down, and he will make the catch for out number 3. For the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 6th, they get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. Due up for Western Nebraska in the top of the 7th. It's back to the top of the order with Callahan, Zerfus, and Jeremiah. After 6 complete, the North Platte Plainsmen lead this one 6-3 over the Western Nebraska Pioneers as we bring you Plainsman baseball on the Plainsman Radio Network.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
Welcome to Scottsbluff County. From Scottsbluff National Monument to Chimney Rock, we are Nebraska's landmark country and a whole lot more. From our bountiful selection of scenic golf courses, our world-class zoo, the breathtaking Lake Minnetonka, and our family-friendly community events, we have something for you and your family year-round. Come visit Nebraska like you've never seen it. Your next experience awaits you.
This is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carry-out or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte, order online at Domino's.com, or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's.
Plainsmen as we open our inaugural season on May 24th at historic Bill Wood Field. Join the fun as the Plainsmen play 32 home games filled with food, fireworks.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff.
3 more innings left to go here from historic Bill Wood Field, as the Plainsmen lead this one 6-3 over Western Nebraska. As we are ready to start out the top of the 7th, it'll be the top of the order for Western Nebraska with Ryan Callahan, Alex Zerfus, and Jace Jeremiah, who've been somewhat quiet today. About 2 for 7 total between the top 3 of the order. Ryan Callahan, the Kansas University Jayhawk, will leave things off to start the top of the 7th. He had a hot start to the game, singled and scored in the first, and has flown out twice since then. He's facing Will Coe for the first time here tonight, as Will Coe's been doing a solid job in relief after Robbie Spencer went 4 innings. First pitch, that one will miss outside to Ryan Callahan as we are just underway. John Willis with you on the Plainsman Radio Network as well as our YouTube page. I'd like to thank anybody for watching or listening. 1-0 the count. That one will catch the outer part of the plate as Callahan's been showing bunt. He's backed off both times. 1-1 now the count. Again, North Platte heads to Caldwell to play 3-game series with Canyon County. We'll have all those games on the Plainsman Radio Network as here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses upstairs. 2-1 now. Will Coe to Ryan Callahan. So we are almost getting to the part of the lineup that Will Coe has faced before. As Alex Zerfus, who stands on deck, was the first batter that Will Coe faced. Here's the 2-1. inner half of the plate, just misses. 3-1 now the count. Three-1 the count. From Wilco to Ryan Callahan to lead off the top of the 7th. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one will be a 5-pitch walk. So it's a leadoff walk. Callahan will head to first. Pio's down by 3 here. They were up by 2 for the majority of this one, but now trailing this one by 3. And they were up 1-0 through 3.5 in the game last night that ended up resulting in a 9-7 Plainsman victory. It's the bottom of the 4th that just seems to be the Plainsmen's inning so far in this 3-game series. They scored 4 in the 4th last night, scored 3 in the 4th here tonight. So that first pitch to Alex Zerfus misses inside. Count will start out at 1-0. One nothing the count. They'll try to pick off Ryan Callahan over at first. They are unsuccessful in that attempt. Again, Alex Zerfus today singled in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd, and then walked back in the 5th. Facing Wilco now for the 2nd time as that one will skip in the dirt. Count now goes to 2-0. Co, kind of a long time to sit between innings. His offense was able to get some things going. They had 6 batters come to the plate back in the 6th. As that ball is going to be sent into center. Jalen Ruffin seems to have a good track on it. Couple steps in front of him, he makes the catch, and one retired here in the top of the 7th as Alex Zerfus flies out to center. So now we'll bring up Jace Jeremiah. Reached on an error in the 1st, would later come around to score. He also popped out in the 3rd and popped out in the 5th. He has Ryan Callahan standing at first. Wilco now here in his 3rd inning of relief after Robbie Spencer went 4, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. First pitch here to Jace Jeremiah. So I think that Western Nebraska was looking for a balk from Wilco out on the mound. So they're looking for a little bit of an explanation why they didn't get it. But nonetheless, here's the first pitch to Jace Jeremiah. That one will be fouled back behind the plate. It'll get out of play. 0-1 the count. Plainsmen will be back in town next Friday, again against Western Nebraska. Those first pitch times, it'll be 6:35 on Friday, 6:35 on Saturday, and then 3:08 on Sunday. So come out to the ballpark next weekend to see your new hometown collegiate baseball team. 0-1 the pitch to Jace Jeremiah. That one misses low and inside. Count now evens out at 1-1. 1-1 from Wilco to Jace Jeremiah. That one is just going to miss. So count now moves to 2-1. Underway here in the top of the 7th as North Platte leads this one 6-3 over Western Nebraska in Game 3 of the opening series of the 2022 inaugural season. That one is lifted into right, but Zimmerer is right there for it. It'll be a fly out and 2 gone now here in the top of the 7th. So Zerfus flies out to center, Jeremiah flies out to right, and quickly 2 have been retired to leave Ryan Callahan standing over at first. And now it'll be up to Tommy Eisenstadt to keep the inning going. Sacrifice fly in the 1st, single in the 3rd, fielder's choice back in the 5th. Wilco will try to pick off Callahan again over at first. Callahan is back in there standing. Again, now Wilco working his 2nd time through the lineup. It'll be interesting to see how these Western Nebraska hitters are able to adjust, as that one is flown out of play on the left field side. Count will start out at 0-1 from Wilco to Tommy Eisenstadt. Eisenstadt, again, very productive in the first 2 games against North Platte. He was 4 for 5, scored 3 runs. So that pitch will miss upstairs to him. Count will now even out at 1-1. Again, first full 9-inning game of this season. Opening night was canceled due to field conditions. It was an opening day doubleheader yesterday for the Plainsmen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one misses low and outside. Count will now move to 2-1. So 2-1 now. Wilco to Tommy Eisenstadt with 2 gone, 1 on for Western Nebraska here in the top of the 7th. 2-1. That one is going to be lined just past the glove of Wood over at short. It'll be a base hit. Callahan is into third. And so now runners at the corners here for Western Nebraska. Is Eisenstadt a big 2-out single. Callahan is able to work himself all the way from first to third. And now it'll be up to Jake Curtis to knock in an RBI. For Jake Curtis, sacrifice fly in the first, grounded out in the third, and singled in the 5th. Runners at the corners, and now Jake Curtis represents the tying run in the batter's box. Eisenstadt at first, Callahan at third. Here's the first pitch from Wilco to Jake Curtis. Low, it misses. 1-0, the count will start. A base to work with, though, as second base is open right now. Because then you face Jace Essig after Curtis, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Here's the 1-0 from Wilco. Big swing and a miss from Curtis as that one ended up hitting the plate. Count will now even out at 1-1. So 1-1 now. Wilco to Jake Curtis. North Platte trying to get out of the inning without any damage done and keep their 3-run lead. There's a strike from Wilco. Count now goes to 1-2, and the Plainsmen 1 strike away from leaving 2 runners stranded. So it'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Plainsmen in the bottom half of the 7th, as they will look to continue to add on to their lead. 1-2 now the count. Wilco fires to Curtis. That one is just fouled back. Curtis was just able to get a piece of it. Count will stay at 1-2, and we'll do it again. So 1-2 the count. Koa looks on to Curtis. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one is going to be popped up into foul territory. It'll get out of play on the first base side. So nice fight here by Jake Curtis, as he's fouled off a couple straight to keep the at-bat at 1-2. Still runners at the corners. Here in the top of the 7th, North Platte leading this one 6-3 in the series-deciding game here between the Plainsmen and the Pios. 1-2 to Jake Curtis, and that one is going to be struck well into right center. Ruffin tracking it down, and he makes the catch. So that will end off the inning. So for Western Nebraska in the top of the 7th, no runs on 1 hit, 2 left on base, 2 up for North Platte in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Myers, Garcia, and Harpole. We're through 6.5. The Plainsmen lead this one 6-3 as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Buffalo Bill, here at Bill Woodfield. Let's play ball.
Even that fancy Yellowstone cologne, so you can smell like a cowboy, not the horse you rode in on.
Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or 8th beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln.
Here for the bottom of the 7th, and we got another pitching change as into the game comes Adrian Short, but he is far from short. He is 6'4", redshirt freshman pitcher out of WNCC. First pitch is a strike to Griffin Myers, who leads off here. Adrian Short comes into the game in place of Cam Cunnings, who pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up a run, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. So we're working more and more into the bullpen here, but they have a lot of arms available. As here's the 0-1 pitch to Myers, and that one is going to be lined into left, but the catch is made by Nunez as he was able to sneak into the outfield, makes the catch, and quickly 1 retired here in the bottom of the 7th. So this will bring up Cesar Garcia. He'll step into the game now for Adrian Short from Western Nebraska Athletics. Plays for the Cougars, 6'4", from Berthoud, Colorado. First pitch to Garcia is in there for a strike for Cesar Garcia. Struck out, ground out, and reached on an error so far in this one. 0-1 to Garcia. Another strike on the inner half of the plate, and Adrian Short doing a quality job to start out his appearance. So now 0-2 the count from Short to Garcia. Here's the pitch. That one skips in the dirt. Actually goes off the helmet of Jake Curtis behind the plate. First ball, the at-bat count now goes to 1-2. Short trying to go quickly here, facing the Plainsmen. So here's the 1-2 now to Cesar Garcia. And that is going to be called strike 3. Froze Garcia up. It's the first strikeout for Adrian Short out of the bullpen, and quickly 2 retired here in the bottom of the 7th. So this will bring up Jack Harple. Ground out, walked, scored, and struck out. He comes in with the bases empty, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th as the Plainsmen lead this one 6-3 over the Pioneers. First pitch to Jack Harple on the inner corner, called strike 1. Adrian Short has come in firing so far for Western Nebraska after Cam Cunnings had some pitching struggles for them out of the bullpen. Here's the 0-1 now from Adrian Short to Harple. That one is grounded foul off the third base side. And Adrian Short is able to get ahead 0-2 to Jack Harple. So 0-2 the count here. With 2 gone, bases empty, Plainsmen leading this one 6-3. 0-2 on its way from Adrian Short. And he's going to ring him up. 2 straight strikeouts to end off the inning. And the Plainsmen lead this one 6.
I'm Alex Chun, the live broadcast intern for the North Platte Plainsmen of summer 2022. Just wanted to let you know, stop by your local North Platte Premier Toyota dealer. Come and browse our new and used Toyota cars, SUVs, trucks, and much more for sale. We offer in-store shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You can even take our cars for a test drive to see if this is the car for you. We have a talented team of automotive specialists, so come stop by at 2600 South Willow Street in North Platte, or call us at 308-532-8400. That's 308-532-8400.
Toyota, let's go places.
This man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist. He had a huge explosion. So to save
Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood.
With you here on the Plainsman Radio Network, as well as our YouTube page. Our live stream today being produced by live broadcast intern Alex Chun, as he has done a fantastic job throughout our first couple games here from historic Billwood Field, as we are now ready for the 8th inning. First time getting to 8 innings this season, as we had 2 7-inning doubleheaders yesterday. Again, North Platte will be in Idaho tomorrow. You can listen along on the Plainsman Radio Network, Citrus 3, and our new app, North Platte Plainsmen Baseball, available only on Androids. Will Coe ready for another inning of work as he has been great for the Plainsmen out of the bullpen. He faces 6, 7, and 8 Jace Essig, who's 0 for 3. He leads off as he fouls that first pitch back. Count will start out at 0-1. Will Coe came back in the 5th. He's pitched 3 innings, hasn't allowed any runs. He's only given up 2 hits. 0-1 pitch to Jace Essig. That one misses upstairs. Count will even out at 1-1. For Jace Essig, ground out, fly out, and another ground out. It's been the day for him. 1-1 the pitch now from Will Coe to Jace Essig. There's the pitch, and that one is going to be lined into center. Ruffin chasing after it, and he makes the catch. Jalen Ruffin has been having to put in some work out in center these past couple innings. That's his 3rd ball that he's had to chase after, but he's been doing his job, getting the outs. 1 retired now here in the top of the 8th. Let's bring up Sam Halling, also 0 for 3 today. 2 strikeouts and a flyout. For Will Coe, he is still looking for his first strikeout. He has just been getting these players to get contact that is catchable by his defense, and that's big to speak for him that he trusts his defenses. First pitch will miss inside. Count will start out at 1-0. Will Coe to Sam Halling here. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one will be fouled off on the third base side. Count will even out at 1-1. Will Coe, again, no strikeouts so far in this one. He's walked 2 batters. Out of the bullpen now in his 4th inning of work. He's pitched 3 1/3 now. That last pitch skipped in the dirt. Count now moves to 2-1. To Sam Halling, again 0 for 3 today. Here's the 2-1 to Halling. That one on the bottom part of the zone. Catches, 2-2 now the count from Will Coe to Sam Halling. Again, here in the top of the 8th, Plainsmen leading this one 6-3 over the Pioneers in Game 3 of this series. That one is going to be grounded to second. Harple's on it. Throw on to first is in time. 2 quickly retired now here in the top of the 8th. This will now bring up Ethan Hergert. Hergert, the first baseman, has walked twice and grounded out back in his last appearance in the 6th. So Will Coe, man, what a performance out of the bullpen. So he is now 1 out away from getting his 4th inning in of quality work. First pitch is in there for a strike to Ethan Hergert. For the Plainsmen, they'll have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the 8th with 5 Ash, Ruffin, and Zimmerer. So here's the 0-1 delivery. That one is fouled back by Hergert. Count now goes to 0-2. Will Coe getting ahead once again, trying to go 1-2-3 here in the top of the 8th. So 0-2 delivery. Coe comes set. Here's the pitch. That one just misses on the outer part of the plate. Count now moves to 1-2. A little bit low that time from Will Coe, but a couple pitches to work with here for the Plainsmen. 1-2 on its way. That one misses inside that time. Attacking different parts of the zone is Will Coe. His count now will even out at 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Base is empty. North Platte leading this one 6-3. Here's the 2-2 delivery from Coe. And that one is going to be skied into deep right. Going back, that one is gone. Ethan Hergert with a solo shot with 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. He cuts this lead to 2 as he homers, and now it is a 6-4 ball game off the bat of Ethan Hergert. So now the lead is cut to 2, as that's the first home run of the season for the Pioneers. And this one starting to get a little closer. We saw that North Platte had a 9-4 lead headed into the 7th in yesterday's 7-inning game 2. It ended up being 9-7, and the tying run was on second. But here's the first pitch to Nunez. That one is in there for a strike as Wilco will stay in here for the Plainsmen trying to finish this inning out. It's the first run he's given up in his 3 2/3. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one will skip in the dirt. Count will even out at 1-1. Ethan Herger, the lefty, just sent that one into right. No chance for Zimmer as he just watched that one fly. So here's the 1-1 delivery from Wilco. Big swing and a miss from Nunez, and now count goes to 1-2. So things start to get closer here between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers. As now North Platte will trying to find some insurance in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-2 to Nunez. That one skips in the dirt. 2-2, the count now evens up. So 2-2 now, Wilco to Nunez. Here's the pitch. That one again skips in the dirt. Count goes full now, 3-2. Still only one strike away here for Wilco, just trying to get out of the inning. The North Platte native trying to end things off here in the the top of the 8th for the Pioneers. Here's the 3-2 delivery to Nunez. That one is going to be grounded to third. Scooped up by Garcia, throwing to first is high, but it's caught by Myers, and that will end off the top of the 8th. But gets a little closer. The Pioneers score 1 run on 1 hit, nobody left on base. Due up for the Plainsmen in the bottom of the 8th, it'll be 5-Ash, Ruffin, and Zimmerer. After 7.5, Plainsmen lead this one 6-4 as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Hi, this is Tommy V from the Nebraska Athletic Club here in North Platte, Nebraska, and I want to welcome you to not just North Platte.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, that seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
Another beautiful night for baseball here from historic Billwood Field as we are just about ready for the bottom of the 8th. Adrian Short ready for his 2nd inning in relief as he came out of the bullpen firing. Got Griffin Myers to line out, and then Garcia and Harpole both to strike out. It was a 3-up, 3-down inning back in the 7th, and for North Platte, after the solo shot by Ethan Herger back in the top of the 8th, they will look to try to add some insurance before heading into the bottom half of the inning. So we'll head into the 9th. Caden 5-Ash will lead off. He's had a productive day. As that first pitch, big swing and a miss, but he's grounded out, had a 2 RBI triple, has scored twice, and walked back in the 6th. 0-1 now, Adrian Short to Caden 5-Ash, who has got to be throwing low 90s. As here's the 0-1 from 5-Ash. That one misses low and inside. Count will now even out at 1-1. So 1-1 the count. Adrian Short to Caden 5-Ash. Here's the pitch. That one on the inner half of the plate. Called strike 2. Freezes 5-Ash up that time, and count now moves to 1-2. It gets better for the Pioneers. They got top of the order due up in the top of the 9th with Callahan, Zerfus, and Jeremiah. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts for Adrian Short, and 1 retired now here in the bottom of the 8th. He has come out of the bullpen and just throwing heat right now for Western Nebraska. This will bring up Jalen Ruffin back to the top of the order here for the Plainsmen. For Jalen Ruffin, he's 1 for 4 today, had that big RBI double to give the Plainsmen the lead back in the 4th. First pitch strike from Adrian Short, a rare off-speed from Short. This count will start out at 0-1. 0-1 now from Adrian Short on its way to Ruffin. That one misses upstairs. Count will now move to 1-1. And Short has just been getting ahead of batters early, not giving them much they can work with. This count now moves to 1-1. Here's the pitch from Adrian Short. And a swing and a miss. Another off speed. He's hit him with 2 straight off speeds. Ruffin was a little ahead of that one. And count will now move to 1-2. So 1-2 now. Adrian Short to Jalen Ruffin. Looking for his 4th straight strikeout. Here's the 1-2. That one misses outside. Count will now move to 2-2. We're here in the bottom of the 8th. As North Platte leads this one 6-4 after this solo home run by Ethan Hergert back in the top of the 8th to make it a 2-run game. Here's the 2-2 to Ruffin. That one is going to be grounded to short. Scooped up by Nunez. Throw on to first is just in time as Jalen Ruffin was almost able to beat it out. Not quite able to, and 2 retired now here in the bottom of the 8th. So bring up Bryce Zimmer. He singled and scored in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th, and flew out in the 6th. The tall lefty will step in. Facing Adrian Short with 2 gone, nobody on. Plainsmen holding on to a 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the first pitch from Adrian Short. That one will miss low. Count will start out at 1-0. Adrian Short making quick work of the Plainsmen so far. The 5 batters he's faced so far, he's retired all 5 of them. So 1-0. Here's the pitch from Short. And that one is going to be struck foul on the left field side. Count will now even out at 1-1. Again, Plainsmen head to Canyon County to play the Spuds. Catch that game on the Plainsmen Radio Network with pregame coverage beginning at 6:50. So that one will just miss inside. Count now goes to 2-1. 7:05 first pitch on Friday and Saturday, and 5:05 on Sunday. A little bit cooler temperatures as well out in western Idaho, so 2-1 now the count. That one misses high to Zimmerer. It's the first time Adrian Short's really been well behind of a batter, as it's now 3-1 from Short to Zimmerer. So 3-1 now the count. Adrian Short looks on. Here's the 3-1 delivery. That one big swing and a miss from Zimmerer, and now count goes full, 3-2. Zimmer going back to the trusty fastball on that one, locating the bottom part of the zone, ends up getting Zimmerer to miss, so now 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch from Short. That one is going to ring him up. They'll call it strike 3. They get Zimmerer looking. It's the 4th strikeout in 2 innings for Adrian Short, and that'll end off the bottom of the 8th. We head to the 9th. The Pioneers need to score at least 2. They got top of the order with Callahan, Zerfus, and Jeremiah. Plainsmen will try to win their first series of the 2022 season as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Hey, this is Christina Willard.
Why do they call it peg leg?
Well, the brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happen many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant, alligator came out, surprised him, snatched his leg right off. But he killed that alligator with his bare hands, kept the barley, and that's why the beer is so good.
Nah, seems ridiculous, man.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg. And ever since then, he brews beer as an homage to his leg.
Why was there a keg in a science lab, though?
Even mad scientists like drinking beer.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Sounds suspicious.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
And the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular
1997, Nebraska Athletic Club has been North Platte's club. This is Tommy V inviting all of you to come and celebrate our 25th anniversary with us at an open house Saturday, June 4th from 3 to 5 p.m. We're going to draw for prizes and memberships, and our grand prize is going to be a lifetime membership. And you can join now for $25 to set up and $25 a month, and no contracts. And this offer expires Saturday.
Well, here we go. We got a good one on our hands. 6-4. The Plainsmen lead this one as we head into the top of the 9th. Will Coe is going to stay in the game here for the Plainsmen. Now starting out his 5th inning of work. So what a performance it's been from Will Coe. He faces top of the order with Ryan Callahan, Alex Zerfus, and Jace Jeremiah. This will be his 2nd time facing Callahan, and then once we get to Zerfus, it'll be his 3rd time through the order. For Callahan, reached on a walk back in the 7th. He steps in to lead things off in the top of the 9th for the Plainsmen. They are 3 outs away from earning their first series win in franchise history. So here's the first pitch from Will Coe. Coe sets, Coe fires. First pitch to Ryan Callahan, misses low and outside. Count will start out at 1-0. Don't have a vantage point of the North Platte bullpen up here from the press box, but would imagine they have an arm working just in case they need it. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside part of the plate, that one just misses. Count now moves to 2-0 from Will Coe to Ryan Callahan. We're here in the top of the 9th. Plainsmen leading this one 6-4. John Willis with you on the Plainsmen Radio Network as well as our YouTube page. 2-0 now to Ryan Callahan, as that one is going to be shot into left field, and under it for the first out is Nate Windle. So 2-0 swinging was Ryan Callahan, and one now retired here in the top of the 9th. So 2 outs now left for Western Nebraska to work with offensively. This will bring it up Alex Zerfus. 1 for 3 today, has scored a run, has singled, has also walked back in the 5th. Zerfus steps in with 1 gone here in the top of the 9th, trailing North Platte 6-4. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat from Will Coe. That one skips in the dirt. Count will start out at 1-0. So 1-0 now, Coe to Zerfus. Coe comes set, he fires. That one misses low. Count now goes 2-0. 2 straight batters where he started out the count at 2-0. So Coe trying to settle down here, facing Alex Zerfus. Jace Jeremiah standing on deck for the Pioneers. 2-0. That one misses upstairs. Count now goes to 3-0. If you were to walk Zerfus, Jace Jeremiah would step into the batter's box representing the tying run. So now here's the 3-0 pitch from Will Coe on its way, and there's a strike. That one a little low, but catches the part of the zone that he was looking for. 3-1 now to Alex Zerfus. So 3-1 now the count. Will Coe comes set. Here's the 3-1. Inner part of the plate, it's a walk. So Zerfus will head to first. Off the 5-pitch walk from Will Coe. And the tying run now comes to the plate. And out comes assistant coach Eric Sandos. As this might be it here for Will Coe. It's just a scary spot here for the Plainsmen. Only a 2-run lead, the tying run now in the batter's box. We'll see if it is it, though. Sandos could just be coming and trying to settle things down here. Come out and talk. Conor Flagg has also come up from behind the plate to talk with Sandos and Will Coe. This is a huge spot here for the Plainsmen. What a series win this would be if the Plainsmen could get it. Winning over Western Nebraska, a team that's full of Division I talent. So Will Coe will stay into the game. Sandos heads back to the dugout for the Plainsmen. Jace Jeremiah now steps to the plate. Jeremiah had an error and scored in the first, and since then he's 0 for 3. Double play is set up here for the Plainsmen. So we'll see what happens. Gotta imagine the thin leash now here for Will Coe as the first pitch to Jeremiah. It'll skip in the dirt. Count will start out at 1-0. Jeremiah again standing in the batter's box representing the tying run here for Western Nebraska. So 1-0 the pitch. That one again skips in the dirt, 2-0. It gets away from Flagg, and now taking second is Zerfus. He steals that one, and so now a runner in scoring position here for Western Nebraska. So 2-0 now. Will Coe to Jace Jeremiah. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Plainsmen leading by 2, 6-4. Will Coe looks on to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, after reaching on an error and scoring, he's been 0 for 3 since then. Jeremiah grounds that one, and it's through for a base hit into left field. Zerfus will put the brakes on at third. So no runs score, but now runners at the corners. The tying run is now aboard. So things continue to get a little shaky here for the Plainsmen in the 9th. So now runners at the corners with Zerfus standing at third, Jace Jeremiah standing at first after the 1-out single that just got past the glove of Garcia over at third. So now into the game steps Tommy Eisenstadt. Singled twice, had a sacrifice fly, also reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch to him, and that one is going to be hit just foul on the first base line. Couple feet over to the left, and that would have scored 1 and maybe 2. As you could see it, Jace Jeremiah was taking off from first. Nonetheless, count starts at 0-1. Runners at the corners. Things got interesting in the 7th in yesterday's win for the Plainsmen, and now things getting very interesting here in the top of the 9th between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers. This game to decide the series. Here's the 0-1. That one is lined and through for a base hit into center field. It's a 1-run game. And now taking off for third is Jeremiah. Jeremiah's going to be in there safely. The tying run is now 90 feet away for the Pioneers. A huge RBI single by Tommy Eisenstadt. The game is now 6-5. Eisenstadt comes through as it's now 6-5. Runners at the corners here. As now head coach J.M. Kelly is going to come out to the game, and they're going to go to the bullpen. What a performance it has been from Will Coe, but facing this lineup for the 3rd time now, they just seem to be getting to him. So Will Coe will head out. And we'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. 6-5, Plainsmen holding on to bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Developing Memories is proud to be the official photographer of your Plainsmen. Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hibner's. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 65 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Come experience the difference at Developing Memories downtown North Platte. Quality photos. 2 pencils, check. 24 markers, check. 2 pink erasers, check. 3 ring notebook, check. You'll be shopping for a lot of things for school, but what's more important than your school photos? Pencils will break, markers will get lost, but your school photos will capture that moment forever. They won't just be on display this year at the house, but on your grandma's fridge, and even on display at your graduation how many years from now? When you're shopping for something this priceless, quality matters. Come experience the difference at Developing Memories Professional Photo Studio, downtown North Platte. You'll experience professional quality with over 20 years of experience, professional developing, a fun, relaxed environment, and to top it all off, you get to choose your favorite photo and select from any of our 20 different school backgrounds.
The day is done for Will Coe. 4 1/3, 2 runs, 5 hits, no strikeouts, and 3 walks. And the 2 runners on the base pass right now would be his responsibility if they were to come around to the scorer. But into the game comes Billy Humphrey out of NOC Tonkawa. 15 appearances for him at Tonkawa this season. He's 0-1 in 21 1/3 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts compared to 12 walks, had an 8.44 ERA. For Billy Humphrey, a Nebraska kid, not from North Platte, but is local to the area. He's standing at 6'4". He'll come in to face Jake Curtis. Jake Curtis, who's 1 for 3 today, also has a sacrifice fly. He singled back in the 5th. So here we go. Runners at the corners. The tying run is 90 feet away with the Plainsmen leading this one 6-5. Jake Curtis, the Kansas University Jayhawk, steps into the game. Humphrey looks on. Here's the first pitch to Jake Curtis. That one a big swing and a miss. Count will start out at 0-1. So nice start for Billy Humphrey out of the bullpen. Will Coe again 4 1/3 out of the pen in relief of Robbie Spencer. What a performance it was for him tonight. He'd be set to get the win if the Plainsmen were to hold on here. 0-1 the count now to Curtis. That one just misses high. Count will even out at 1-1. Well, these games have been fun so far, these first 3. Last night it was 9-4. Plainsmen headed into the 7th. It was ended up 9-7, and now this one a one-run game as there's another strike from Billy Humphrey. Count now goes to 1-2. 1 out. Runners at the corners here for Western Nebraska. They trail this one by 1, 6-5. 1-2 the count. Humphrey trying to get Curtis at the plate here. 1-2 on its way, and that one is going to be lifted into right center. It is going to be caught. No, it's going to be dropped out in right. The tying run has come to the plate. They'll get the runner advancing to second, and the game is tied. So now 2 gone, but we're all tied up at 6 as an error out there in right by Bryce Zimmer. I think he was thinking a little bit too much about the throw home. So now we're all tied up at 6. So Jake Curtis now reaches on the error. I also bring up Jace Essig. First pitch to him, that one is lined and caught over by Harple at second, and that will end off the inning. But we are all tied up for Western Nebraska in the top of the 9th. 2 runs on 2 hits. They tie this one up at 6. We head to the bottom of the 9th. All tied up as the Plainsmen will try to walk this one off as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Chuck Heeman, operating owner of your North Platte Plainsmen. Stop by Jerry Remus Chevrolet, the only full-service dealer in North Platte and the surrounding area. Get your car worked on in our beautiful body shop. While you're there, check out the new and used inventory at Jerry Remus Chevrolet on South Jeffers in North Platte.
I've got the keys to your new car. Jerry Remus Chevrolet.
New app available on Google Play. Go Plainsmen.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have 1 leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant.
To discover who fans think is the best staff member. You can vote for your favorite staff member whenever you attend a game at historical Billwood Field. Winners will be drawn on June 28th.
Why do they call it peg leg?
The brewmaster does only have one leg.
I heard it happened many years ago. He was out there looking for the Floridian barley plant. Alligator snatched his leg right off, but he killed that alligator, kept the barley. That's why the beer is so good.
That's what I heard. He was a mad scientist, but he had a huge explosion. So to save his life, he hid behind a keg of beer, but he did lose his leg.
No, you have it all wrong. He was on his way home from brew school one day. He met a bear. He had to fight that bear off with a beer bottle.
Boys, this is a vasectomy gone wrong.
And no contracts. This offer expires Saturday, June 4th. North Platte Club, Nebraska Athletic Club, 1701 East 4th, North Platte. And 454, baby.
Welcome you back here. The Western Nebraska Pioneers were able to tie it in the top of the ninth. They're scoring 2. We're all tied up at 6, and out comes Adrian Short, who pitched 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts. In comes Paul Panduro, the 5'11 sophomore out of Pittsburgh State. Another MIAA school. He'll come into the game and try to send this one into extra innings. As he comes in, did not pitch this year for Pittsburgh State. No career statistics for him, but only a freshman. Sending at 6 foot 205. He was previously at Western Nebraska College. So he'll step in for the Plainsmen. They got Wendell, Flagg, and Wood. So 3, 4, and 5. Not a bad spot to be lineup-wise. Man, this game has just flipped. It was 6-3 headed into the 8th. 1 run in the 8th, 2 in the 9th, and this game has totally flipped, and it seems like all the momentum has been sucked out of the Plainsman dugout. Nate Wendell steps in. He's walked, struck out, singled, and was hit by a pitch. So he's been reaching base a majority of the time he's come up in this one. So here we go. Panduro comes in facing Nate Wendell to lead off the bottom of the 9th, all tied up at 6. First pitch from Panduro. That one low, but called a strike. 0-1, the count starts. So 0-1 the count. Panduro to Wendell. Here's the 0-1. That one misses inside. Count will now even out at 1-1. Wendell was big hero for the Plainsmen yesterday when he had that big 2 RBI home run back in the bottom of the 4th, which gave the Plainsmen the lead. That one will be fouled off by Wendell. Count now moves to 1-2. So 1-2 now the pitch. Panduro to Nate Wendell to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Western Nebraska out hitting the Plainsmen 9-8. So here's the 1-2 to Wendell. That one will be struck foul. Going into foul territory is Hergert trying to trace it down, but it gets out of play. Count will stay at 1-2, and we'll do it again. So 1-2 now. Panduro to Nate Wendell. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. Base is empty. 6-6. We're all tied up. 1-2. Panduro looks on. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one misses upstairs. Count evens out at 2-2. So 2-2 the pitch. Panduro looks on to Wendell. 2-2 on its way. That one again fouled off by Wendell. And what an at-bat Nate has here against Panduro to lead off this bottom of the 9th. Really making him work. So 2-2 now the count. Panduro looks on, facing Nate Wendell. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Misses upstairs. Count goes full now, 3-2. What an at-bat here from Nate Wendell. 7 pitches now between Paul Panduro and Nate Wendell to lead off the bottom of the 9th. (3-2) on its way from Panduro. That one skips in the dirt. It's a full count walk. Nate Wendell continues to get on base for the Plainsmen, and now some momentum rejuvenated into this Plainsmen fan base and dugout. So Wendell, and what I love about that at bat is Nate wasn't trying to be the hero, trying to swing for the fences. He was doing what he needed to do to get on base and give his team a chance. This brings up Conor Flagg, who had an RBI single in his last appearance back in the 6th. This is his Plainsman debut. First pitch to him. That one on the inner half of the plate, called a strike. 0-1, the count starts. All tied up at 6 here in the bottom of the 9th, after the Pioneers were able to plate 2 in the top of the 9th. 0-1 delivery on its way. It misses upstairs. Count will even out at 1-1. Wendell getting a big lead off of first. So he has 4 stolen bases in 3 games with the Plainsmen so far. 1-1 now the count. Panduro looks on. Here's the 1-1 delivery to Flagg. That one misses upstairs. Count now goes to 2-1. So these Plainsman hitters making Panduro work so far on the mound. It's their 4th pitcher that they've used in this one. The Plainsmen have used 3 so far. So 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Conor Flagg. That one is fouled back into the glove of Curtis. Count will even back at 2-2. So 2-2 now. Paul Panduro to Conor Flagg with nobody out, 1 on for the Plainsmen here in the bottom of the 9th in this tie game. 2-2 the pitch. Nate Wendell takes off for second. That one is chopped. That one is going to get to second. Throw into first is going to be in time. However, Nate Wendell is able to advance into scoring position, and with 1 out, the Plainsmen have a runner in scoring position. 180 feet away. Cade Wood now steps to the plate. Walked in the 1st, struck out in the 4th, singled, had an RBI in the 5th, and flew out in the 6th. Jake Curtis now going and giving some words of encouragement to Paul Panduro, again out of Pittsburgh State, who's coming into the game in relief. Winning run, 180 feet away in the form of Nate Wendell standing at second. Cade Wood steps in. One gone. We're here in the bottom of the 9th. Panduro looks back at second. Here's the first pitch. That one is going to be grounded to short. Going to be a tough play for Nunez. Throwing to first is just going to be in time. So now 2 gone. Nate Wendell was not able to advance to third. And now it'll be up to the bat of Griffin Myers. Myers reached on an error, singled, and has lined out twice. The last 2 times he's hit, he has gotten really solid contact off the bat, but has just not quite been able to get one down other than back in the 4th. So here's the first pitch to Griffin Myers with Nate Wendell standing at second, 2 outs, tie game. First pitch to him skips in the dirt. Count will start out at 1-0. So 1-0 the count here from Paul Panduro, trying to close the Plainsmen out and send this to extra innings. 1-0 here to Griffin Myers. Here's the pitch from Panduro. Misses upstairs, 2-0. Gotta wonder, maybe pitching a little bit outside of Griffin Myers. Big power hitting lefty from Washington State. So 2-0 now the count. Panduro to Myers with Wendell standing at second. All tied up at 6 here in the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 the count on its way to Myers. That one is going to be grounded softly to second. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and we're going to extra innings. So we'll head to the 10th as the Plainsmen leave a runner stranded after Wendell was able to lead off the 9th with a walk. We head to the 10th, due up at 7, 8, and 9 with Hulling, Hergert, and Nunez. So we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
This is Christina Willard, Director of Sales of Marketing for the North Platte Plainsmen. Pizza, like baseball, is America's pastime, and what better place to get pizza than your local Domino's. Happening now, you can get 20% off on regular orders. There is a coupon available online, and you can also come in or call, and we will apply this killer deal to your purchase. This deal is available for carryout or delivery. Visit us at 1815 West A Street in North Platte. Order online at Domino's.com or call us at 308-534-0400. That's 308-534-0400. Domino's.
Professional quality with over 20.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hibner's trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hibner's Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar.
Those cheesy smiles, those dimples, and those freckles. We're developing memories into photos to last you a lifetime. Downtown North Platte.
Free baseball here from Billwood Field as we head to the top of the 10th between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers here in this series deciding Game 3 between these two teams. Western Nebraska won Game 1 6-1. North Platte came back and won Game 2 9-7. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 to face Billy Humphrey here in the top of the 10th. So here we go. Sam Halling is 0 for 4 today. He'll lead off to start out Billy Humphrey and his first full inning of work. Now working with the base. Oh, nope. This will be Sam Halling. First pitch will be 0-1. It is Sam Halling, but with the rules in the Independence League, there will be a runner at second to start out extra innings. So Sam Halling steps in. 0-1 to him. As Halling showed bunt, he backed off. It was a strike number 1. As now Conor Flagg will come out and talk with Billy Humphrey. So still the same leadoff man, just the Independence League rules. Runner will start at second. So 0-1 from Billy Humphrey to Sam Halling to lead off the top of the 10th. Base runner standing at second for Western Nebraska. Humphrey looks on. 0-1 to Halling. He shows bunt, and that one drills him in the shoulder. So Halling will head to first. Now the home plate umpire will come and talk with the second base umpire. He was just drilled in the shoulder. See what they're meeting about here. It'll now be Ethan Hergert with runners on first and second, nobody out. So we'll see. Oh no, they're going to send him back. So it looks like the home plate umpire is claiming that Halling led into it. Wow, what a turn of events. Western Nebraska not too psyched about this. As Sam Halling was hit in the shoulder by the pitch, the home plate umpire and the second base umpire convened and ended up deciding that Sam Halling led into the pitch. So now Sam Halling will head back to the batter's box with the count now at 0-2. So scratch that. 0-2 now with Jace Essig standing on second for Western Nebraska. So in steps Sam Halling, down 0-2 to Billy Humphrey. I believe that's what they were. I don't think they were saying that it ticked off the bat and then to his shoulder. I believe it was the fact that he let in. So 0-2, and there's a swing and a miss. Billy Humphrey gets a strikeout and one retired here in the top of the 10th. So now this will bring up Ethan Hergert, the lefty. Has walked twice, grounded out, and then hit the big home run back in the 8th, which made it a 2-run game. And then in the 9th, of course, the Pioneers were able to tie this one up at 6 to force these extra innings with the Plainsmen. First pitch to Hergert, misses upstairs from Billy Humphrey. Count will start out at 1-0. Now just over 3 hours played as we're here in the top of the 10th, tied up at 6. 1-0 the count with Jace Essig standing at second. That pitch will just miss a little high. 2-0 now the count from Billy Humphrey to Ethan Hergert. Going back and forth in this one as the Plainsmen were up 6-3 headed into the 8th. An incredible comeback by the Pioneers. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one again misses. 3-0 now the count. Hergert looking for his 3rd walk tonight. Again, the Plainsmen will be traveling 14.5 to 15 hours to Caldwell later tonight as they play the Spuds tomorrow night. 3-0, there's a strike from Billy Humphrey. Count now moves to 3-1. So 3-1, Billy Humphrey looks on. He now comes set. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Now misses upstairs, it's a 5-pitch walk. So Hergert will head over to first. So now runners at first and second, but a walk isn't the worst thing in the world here as it does set up a possibility of a double play. Antonio Nunez will check into the game. Now in the batter's box, first and second. Essig standing at second. Herger at first, Essig standing at second. He was the last hitter of the 9th. But with the runner on second to start out the extra innings rule here in the Independence League, that's why he was out there. First pitch to Nunez. That one is in there for a strike from Billy Humphrey. Count will start out at 0-1. Plainsmen trying to send this to the bottom of the 10th, still tied up at 6. Humphrey looks on. 0-1 delivery to Nunez. And there's another strike. 0-2 now the count. Nunez not exactly thrilled with it as he has a couple words as he looks off to the Plainsman dugout. Count now at 0-2 to Nunez. Callahan standing on deck for Western Nebraska. Back to the top of the order. So here's the 0-2. Essig takes off for third, but it was fouled back to the screen, so Essig will have to trot back to second. So Essig standing at second, Hergert at first, and now Conor Flagg behind the plate for the Plainsmen will be taking a long look at Essig if he wants to try to take third again. 0-2 the count to Nunez. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is grounded softly on the first base side. It goes foul. Count will remain at 0-2, and we'll do it again. Nice job by Nunez here at the 9 spot for the Pioneers to continue to fight in this at-bat. We're here in the top of the 10th, all tied up at 6 between the Plainsmen and the Pioneers in Game 3 of this opening 3-game series, with the series tied up at 1. 0-2, Billy Humphrey to Antonio Nunez. Jace Essig will take third. Throw on to there is going. No, they're going to switch the call. He signaled out and then he changed it. I thought that beat him, but I guess not. So now count is at 1-2 to Antonio Nunez as the umpire originally signaled out, and then he changed it to safe. So now 1-2. Billy Humphrey to Antonio Nunez. Here's the 1-2. That one will be hit foul. It'll get out of play. Count stays at 1-2. So long at bat here between Billy Humphrey and Antonio Nunez. So 1-2 now the count. Plainsmen trying to keep those runners at bay, standing at second and third. That one misses low and outside. Count will now even out at 2-2. Humphrey has one strikeout here in the top of the 10th. 2-2 the count. Humphrey looking on. Huge pitch coming up. This is a humongous at bat. 2-2 to Nunez. That one will be grounded. It hits Humphrey. A run's going to score. Nunez gets on to first. And the Pioneers take the lead here in the top of the 10th, 7-6. They'll credit that as an error. No, they'll credit that as a hit. Thought they had put 2 errors up there. So that one bounces off of Humphrey back to the top of the order. So it's now 7-6, and man, I just keep going back to that. They signaled that he was out, and he changed the call automatically. Didn't even talk about it with the other umpire. It's count now at 1-0 to Ryan Callahan back to the top of the order, as now assistant coach Eric Sandos will come and try to settle Billy Humphrey down here. Sandos comes out. Pioneers leading this one 7-6 here in the top of the 10th. As now they'll have to score at least one in the bottom half of the 10th to keep this one rolling if no other runs come across. But right now Ethan Hergert is standing at third. Antonio Nunez standing at first. So it looks like Billy Humphrey will stay in the game here. Assistant coach Eric Sandos just coming and trying to settle him down. It's now a dangerous batter in the form of Ryan Callahan, the Kansas Jayhawk, at the top of the order. So 1-0 the count from Billy Humphrey to Ryan Callahan here in the top of the 10th. Pioneers leading this one 7-6. Big swing and a miss from Callahan. Count will even out at 1-1. Billy Humphrey out of NOC Tonkawa. Trying to keep it a one-run game now and set up his offense for the bottom half of the 10th. That one misses low and inside. Count now moves to 2-1. So now 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. This is upstairs. Count now goes to 3-1. So 3-1 the pitch. Billy Humphrey here to Ryan Callahan. 3-1 on its way. That one is fouled back. Count goes full now, 3-2. So count now at full, 3-2. Humphrey trying to get an important second out here in the top of the 10th. This runner takes off, but it's fouled back by Callahan. So Nunez will have to head back to first. Three-two the pitch. Runner again takes off. That one is skied into center field. Ruffin is chasing after it. It'll get down for a base hit. It's now 8-6. Western Nebraska leads this one at the top of the 10th. So things have certainly changed here from Billwood Field. 6-3 Plainsmen and heading into the 8th, but an eruption here in the last couple innings. 5 runs throughout the 8th, 9th, and 10th for the Pioneers. Humphrey now faces Alex Zerfus, who walked and scored in his last appearance. First pitch to him, and one will miss low. Count will start out at 1-0. So now the Plainsmen will have to score at least 2 in the bottom of the 10th to try to keep this one going. Runners at first and second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that one is going to be blasted into left center. Going back, that one is going to be caught by Jalen Ruffin, headed to the warning track. He had to really leg that one out, and now 2 gone here in the top of the 10th. So now trying to keep this game where it is, headed into the bottom of the 10th. This will bring up Jace Jeremiah. 1 for 4 today. He also reached on an error in the first, but he singled in his last appearance, would later come around to score the tying run back in the top of the 9th. First pitch is in there for a strike from Billy Humphrey to Jace Jeremiah, playing second base tonight for the Pioneers. So count will start out at 0-1. 0-1 from Humphrey. That one will just miss a little bit outside. Count will even out at 1-1. Plainsmen will have 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of the 10th with Garcia, Harpole, and Five-Ash. So they will try to come back in this one. That one is fouled off by Jeremiah. Count now moves to 1-2. So 1-2 now the pitch. Billy Humphrey and the Plainsman defense trying to get back to the dugout and head to the bottom of the 10th where they'll need to score at least 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That one again swung on and fouled back by Jeremiah, pretty much in the same spot. Same kind of pitch too from Humphrey. Count will stay at 1-2. So 1-2 now the count. On its way, and that one is going to be lifted into right. Zimmer tracking it down. He makes the catch for out number 3, and that will end off the top of the 10th. 2 runs on 2 hits as the Pioneers take the lead here in the top of the 10th. Due up for the Plainsmen into the bottom of the 10th. They'll need to score at least 2. It's Garcia, Harpole, and Five-Ash as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
I love shade trees.
For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to Hiddeners. They have everything you need to have a successful and enjoyable yard and garden, including healthy plants, hardy stock, premium fertilizers, and professional products, all at competitive prices. Get seasoned advice from Hiddeners' trusted staff, serving North Platte for 67 years. Hiddeners Nursery Lawn and Garden Center, on the corner of 8th and Poplar. For a beautiful lawn and landscape, head to
Chad Fosdick from the people that you know and trust and the owner of Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase. 3,403. That is the number of windshields, glass showers, windows, appliance repairs, and home furnishing sales our company's completed in 2021. That level of activity does not happen by accident or wouldn't continue if we did not provide the best value when you call any of our businesses to your home. We are committed to doubling that number in 2022, and I wanted to personally invite you to experience this unmatched service for yourself. Our teams at Glass Doctor, Mr. Appliance, and Premier Rental Purchase are ready to serve you today.
As the Plainsmen, they will have the tying run at the plate. Griffin Myers will start out at second with the Independence League extra inning rule. It'll be Cesar Garcia to lead things off. He struck out, grounded out, reached on an error, and struck out. So he'll come in. Dire spot here for the Plainsmen. This is his Plainsman debut, we've mentioned a couple times. He'll come in and try to get something started for the Plainsmen. Paul Panduro will stay in the game here for Western Nebraska. He came in relief of the 9th. Led off the inning with the walk and then had 3 straight groundouts. So again, Griffin Myers will start out at second here for the Plainsmen. And Cesar Garcia will come to the plate. 3 outs for the Plainsmen to score 2 runs. Otherwise, they will fall in their opening series of the 2022 season to Western Nebraska. So here comes Cesar Garcia. Myers standing at second. 8-6. Western Nebraska leads this one in the bottom of the 10th. Panduro looks back, checking on Myers. Showing bunt is Garcia as that first pitch skips in the dirt. Count will start out at 1-0. And just what a comeback here from Western Nebraska. Like I mentioned, 5 runs in the last 3 innings. After it looked like Plainsmen was going to cruise to their second win of the season, up 6-3. 1-0 pitch now to Garcia, showing bunt. He lays it down, and it'll go foul on the third base side. That one was just hit just in front of the plate. Count will now even out at 1-1. We'll see if the approach changes now here for Garcia, now that the Pioneers have seen it a couple times. It's Garcia, Harpel, and Five-Ash here in the bottom of the 10th for the Plainsmen. They look to try to avoid falling to 1-2 to start out the season. So 1-1 the count. Enduro checking back at second. Garcia shows bunt. That one is going to be called a strike as Myers got well off the bag. He's just able to get back in time. So count now moves to 1-2. Garcia just missed laying down the bunt on that last pitch. So now count goes to 1-2 from Panduro to Garcia. 1-2 the pitch. Out misses high. Count now goes to 2-2. So 2-2 now, Panduro to Garcia. Plainsmen again heading on the road tonight to play Canyon County tomorrow night out in Caldwell, Idaho. As here's the 2-2 pitch on its way to Garcia. That one is grounded foul as he has now changed his approach, trying to lay down a bunt. So now count goes to 2-2. Two and two now, Panduro to Garcia. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for Western Nebraska, so trying to ride Panduro to the victory is Western Nebraska. 2-2 the pitch on its way. That one's going to freeze him up. That'll be called strike 3. And 1 retired now here in the bottom of the 10th. First strikeout for Paul Panduro in this one in his second inning of work. Charlie Deves went 4 1/3. Cam Cunnings went 1 2/3. Adrian Short went 2, and now Paul Panduro has gone 1 1/3. This brings up Jack Harpel 0 for 3 today, 2 strikeouts. He has walked and scored in this one for the Plainsmen. First pitch to him. That one will be lined foul on the first base side. Count will start out at 0-1. Some nice contact off the bat by Jack Harpel, but just couldn't quite straighten it out. So 0-1 the count starts to Jack Harpel. Griffin Myers standing on second. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 10th. Western Nebraska leads this one 8-6. Oh, 0-1 the count. That one is going to be lined into center, but it's right to Callahan. So now 2 gone here in the bottom of the 10th. And Pioneers 1 out away from finishing off a miraculous comeback. So last chance here for the Plainsmen. It's Caden Five-Ash. Struck out in his last appearance, but had the big 2 RBI triple. Boy, could the Plainsmen use something like that from him right here. Griffin Myers standing on second. Plainsmen down by 2 here in the bottom of the 10th. First pitch from Panduro to Five-Ash. It's a strike. Count will start out at 0-1. So 0-1 the count starts from Paul Panduro to Caden Five-Ash with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 10th. Western Nebraska on top 8-6. 0-1 on its way. That one misses high and inside. Count will even out at 1-1. So 1-1 now. Griffin Myers, Washington State, standing at second with Caden Five-Ash, the NOC Tonkawa athlete, in the batter's box. 1-1 the pitch to Five-Ash. On misses high. Count now moves to 2-1. Plainsmen trying to keep this game alive. So they are down to their final out here in the bottom of the 10th. with top of the order and Jalen Ruffin standing on deck. So 2-1 now the count. Panduro sets, he fires, that one misses upstairs. Count now goes to 3-1. Again, no movement in the Western Nebraska bullpen. Up by 2 here in the bottom of the 10th. So 3-1 now the count to Caden Fibash. Here's the pitch. That one misses. It's a 5-pitch walk. The tying run is now aboard as the Plainsmen continue to fight here in the bottom of the 10th. As now this will bring up Jalen Ruffin. Rufflin, 1 for 5 today. Had an RBI double back in the 4th. He now steps in the 10th. He represents the winning run. While the 2 runners on the base paths, 1 to make it a 1-run game and 1 to tie it. So big AP coming, so to speak, for Jalen Ruffin. First pitch is low for ball 1. Fibash at first, Griffin Myers at second. This game has been high energy back and forth throughout. 1-0 the count here to Jalen Ruffin. Here's the pitch. Nice off speed. Count will even out at 1-1. So 1-1 now. Paul Panduro to Jalen Ruffin. Panduro trying to end this one off. Give the Western Nebraska Pioneers the opening season win as that one is skied into foul territory. It'll get out of play on the first base side. Count now moves to 1-2, and the Plainsmen down to their final strike. So 1-2. Panduro to Jalen Ruffin. Ruffin at the top of the order for the Plainsmen, has been in all 3 games to start off the season. Runners at first and second. Plainsmen down by 2 in the bottom of the 10th. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Panduro. That one misses high. Count will even out at 2-2. Jalen Ruffin trying to keep things going here in the 10th. 2-2. Panduro looks on. He comes set, gets his sign, and now time will be called by Jalen Ruffin. 5 runs in the last 3 innings for the Pioneers to get to this spot. Two-two the pitch now. Panduro looks on to Jalen Ruffin. 2-2 on its way. And it's going to be called strike 3. Jalen Ruffin doesn't like it, and that'll end off the game. Western Nebraska wins this one 8-6 over the Plainsmen to open their season with a series win as they take this one 8-6 in extra innings over the Plainsmen. This is just a heartbreaking loss for North Platte here in only the 3rd game of the year. Western Nebraska wins this one 8-6. North Platte will now go on the road to face Canyon County out in Caldwell, Idaho for a 3-game series with the Spuds. We'll have pregame coverage beginning at 6:50 tomorrow night. But man, this one just stings. Tough loss here tonight for the Plainsmen. They lose this one 8-6. Our postgame show is coming up next as we bring you North Platte Plainsmen baseball on the Plainsmen Radio Network.
Here at Birdwood Beef, we are pleased to offer you the beef our family has raised and loved for years, and we are here to ensure you know exactly where your beef comes from. Our cattle are raised on vast grassland pastures in the Nebraska Sandhills and are finished on grain produced on our farm. As a result, we produce well-marbled, high-quality beef. Birdwood Beef has one primary source, Star Cattle Company, our family farm and ranch since 1912, located right here in Lincoln County. We currently sell dry-age individual cuts and bundles online at birdwoodbeef.com and whole, half, quarter, or eighth beef locally in North Platte and Lincoln, Nebraska. We also ship nationwide every Monday. Place your order today at birdwoodbeef.com and follow Birdwood Beef on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about your local beef producer. Birdwood Beef, ranch-raised, grain-finished Nebraska beef.
Hello, this is Gracie Wenzel, the Marketing and Promotions Intern for the North Platte Plainsmen. You know us, we're Jimmy John's. Stop by your trusted sandwich shop in the North Platte area at 410 East Leota Street. We offer delivery, pickup, and in-store eating. Choose from our wide variety of sandwiches where you get to decide how the sandwich is made. Order a combo and get some chips and a thirst-quenching drink. Call us at 308-532-8000. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or stop by. Jimmy John's, where we get you your sandwiches freaky fast.
Your new hometown collegiate baseball team, the North Platte Plainsmen, are looking for host families for our players, coaches, and interns this summer. Players just need a safe place to come home to and will be on the road half of the season. Players will be in your home for about 35 days during the summer. Host families get free season tickets and discounts on swag and ballpark food, as well as private get-togethers at the ballpark